Okay, we have hit start streaming, and hopefully this means it'll be live on the YouTubes. Good morning, gamers, and welcome to the channel's 1 year anniversary. Wait, 8 years anniversary. Whoa! It's been a long time. It's been doing this YouTube stuff. And I'm also trying to pay my Discord server so they know I'm live. But hello, welcome. During this, I'll basically be looking for some shiny Pokemon in Legends EA. And in the meantime, I'll be answering questions that were submitted to the Q&A. It's too late to submit questions now, but I can answer questions if they show up. That's not that big of a deal. Okay. I'm gonna move the mic, and that makes a horrible sound, so I'm actually gonna mute it real quick. Okay, and now the mic is much closer. Hopefully I sound a little bit better. Happy Halloween indeed. It's just a scary day. I decided to start a YouTube channel like on Halloween. Well, technically I did my recording on Halloween, and the first video was November 1st, but I probably won't have time to stream tomorrow, so I'm streaming today instead. That's the plan. I'm also having some coffee because I kind of slept in. I just woke up like 20 minutes ago. But hello Elizabeth, hello Mohet, hello Raccoon with a bazooka. You got a shiny alpha Spinarak, yes, let's go. I have the shiny charm and everything. I'm working on a living dex. But I'm looking for alphas specifically, but I'll probably run into a lot of shinies along the way. Hello Lily, hello Blonde Ninja, hello Thomas. Hope you guys are doing good. By the way, this is post game, so like you might see the full map. Sorry, I I don't know what else to say. I've almost beaten this game twice at this point. But yeah, we're just gonna go catch around a bunch of Pokemon and hang out and answer questions. I have 60 questions to go through, so it'll probably take a while to go through all of them. But we'll just get started, and if you guys have any questions for the, like, as a live chat, I'll try to answer those as well. But I do want to say thank you to everyone for watching, supporting the channel, and filling out the survey. We got like 120 responses, which was very nice. Useful information. What's funny is a lot of the information I've seen on there is kind of conflicting with what's actually happening. Like there was one of the questions was like, hey, if I made a video just for you, what video do you want me to make? And then people are like, I want to see could Misty become champ. I'm like, wait, this already exists. Or like they'll request a video that already, and I'm like, are you like, did I misphrase the question? Did you misunderstand the question? Or did the YouTube algorithm just not show you the video you clearly wanted to see? So like something's off, that's for sure. But what is the something that's off? I don't know. So basically, I'm just gonna walk through the wild zones, and then we're gonna look for Oh, there's an alpha right there. That's a Drober though. I'm good on the Drobers. Oh, I need to fill out the server. I removed the link from the live stream, but the link is still available on the channel post section. Actually, let me put it in the description of this live stream. Why would I make you do all these extra steps? You're taking your time to give me some extra info on like what you like. I'll give you an easy access to the link. So let me edit it in the description. Link to the survey. So if you would like to, it should be added in there. So if you refresh the page, it should be in there. Got a full-on shiny Heracross. I still have yet to get another Heracross other than Boys. Because Boys is the only Heracross I need. But good morning, Galaxy, and thank you. Thank you guys for filling out the survey. I appreciate it. Still need to finish the game. I just beat Jacinth. Nice. I need to find my shiny Eevee for my competitive team next season. Ooh, good luck. Alright, so let's get started with this Q&A, because if I yap like crazy, We're never gonna... The 60 questions, I'm never gonna get through the 60 questions. I'm only gonna get to like 5 of them. So the first question is... Which... Wait, before we start, yeah, let's do the how are you today? I'm good. I just woke up. Or should I say, I woke up at 5 a.m. and then I went back to sleep and my alarm woke me up. Thank goodness I set an alarm, otherwise I would have slept through the stream. Ooh, Alpha Roselia, I don't have one of those. But in general, I'm doing alright. I've enjoyed ZA, despite all of the criticisms for the game and all of its shortcomings. It's been an enjoyable game. And that's pretty much all I've been doing. I've been like playing through ZA a ton, so I can make videos on it. I have a video coming up tomorrow. I feel kind of bad because it's a video talking about the side quests in ZA, and the thing is, with the side quests, one of them talks about the museum spupa, which apparently people did not know about, and they released their spupa. But there's a side quest in this game where you go to a museum and you get a spupa as a reward for finding all the spupa lost in the museum. And people just released it for some reason because they're like, ah, it's a spupa. We don't care about spupa here. I'm like, why would you release a gift Pokemon? That's kind of messed up. Well, it turns out that spupa evolves into a very unique Vivian. And I've known about this for like at least a week, and it took me a while to make the video because I got other things going on. So I'm like, here's your PSA. Everyone else is already on it. There's already 50 million videos. I'm like, man, I should have put this out sooner. Because rip everyone's spupa. Not like they're gonna watch my video anyways, but you know. Just I'm trying to see if there's a Pancham over here. Okay. The other thing I wanted to ask before we like full on start answering the questions is, how's the game audio, stream audio? Is the game too loud, too quiet? Am I too loud, too quiet? Let me know if I need to adjust anything, and then we'll get started with the Q&A. You got a shiny Gyarados, let's go! It would be so peak if you used the Master Ball on a full baby. I'm scared that I'm gonna accidentally use the Master Ball, and I kinda just wanna throw it out right now. You guys know about this, right? You guys know about the ball guy? Hold on, I gotta show this. I might actually do this because I don't want to accidentally use it while I'm yapping, which might happen. So if I talk to this guy, he'll give you the Pokeballs that you've thrown but haven't like landed. So I'm just gonna save the game just in case. So like if you throw away the Master Ball, he'll pick it up for you. So he'll hold on to the Master Ball for you. So I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna throw out the Master Ball so I don't accidentally use it, and then I'll let this guy hold it for me. Here, King, I got a Master Ball for you. Any shiny so far? Nah, we just got started. I'm running a little late because I slept in. I filled it out. Thought some things I wasn't sure how to answer, so I left blank. Yeah, that's totally fine. No, that's completely fine. All the questions are optional, except for the first one, because ethics. I know there's spyware everywhere collecting data on everyone, but like, if you're a young child who cannot really make decisions yet, I don't feel right asking you questions for Q&A. Simple as that. Also, this channel is not for kids, so I kind of don't want to know, don't need to know. You guys heard the shiny noise around here, right? Oh, it's the Weedle. It's the... I see it now. I see it. I heard it yesterday too. I was like, there's a shiny noise. Where do I catch it? What is What is shiny? He's green, right? He's like mint green. I'll do Premier. Why not? Yeah, I was in this area yesterday and I'm like, I swear I heard the shiny sound, so I was looking around and I'm like, I can't see it. I think I just missed the shiny. I did not in fact miss the shiny. Here's all the shinies I've gotten so far. Apparently shiny alphas are called shoutouts. Throwing out the Master Ball to keep it feels wrong even though it works. You're supposed to use it on rare Pokemon. Yeah, I know. I've caught heckin' Blip Bug in a Master Ball before. I know. I have so many Master Balls. The value of a Master Ball is high to me anymore. Okay. Which character did you enjoy doing the most for your Could X Become Champion series and why? This is a question I got in several different forms from many different people. And unfortunately my answer is I don't know. I've done so many runs that they kind of start to blend together at some point. So like if you're asking me like which run do I even remember doing, I'm just like I remember the Pia run and the Corbeau run, which I'm currently recording. So like I don't even remember the other runs. Let me make sure these aren't shiny, but I'm good. Oh, I think I do need one more Alpha Ghastly. Yeah, do Tani. I probably will. I'm enjoying. So my biggest concern with ZA was, will I enjoy the game? Some of the rogue mega fights are not that fun to me, but overall the game experience was enjoyable. Like I had fun. I had fun playing this game, and I'm still having fun playing this game. So I will do runs. I'm a little concerned how the narration will go with the battles being live instead of you know, at your own pace kind of thing, but we'll figure it out. Will you ever use the Master Ball? I don't know, but I'm just gonna save it until I do one. Alpha Phantom. I know he's not shiny, but I want him. Oh, I was ready to kill. I'm also doing a Living Dex. So the premise of this whole thing is I'm working on my Living Dex, but also like if I find a shiny along the way, that's nice. So it's a living Alpha Dex basically. Because I finished the main Living Dex. I gotta evolve a couple guys, but that's it. Good morning, George. Oh my gosh, George, I went to the Brazilian bakery again. I'm sorry, it's like I see you and it triggers my Brazil brain cell. And I got the, I forget what the name for it is. It's the corn pudding. Oh, it's so good. But I also realized that they serve like food. Like it's not just like a bakery where they do like cakes. So if you have like a recommended dish I should try, let me know and I might see if they have it there, because I kind of wanna I kind of wanna try the food. It looked good. I just don't know what any of it is or what it's called. There's an Alpha Frou-Frou down there. I don't know if I can reach it in time. I got like 20 seconds. Oh, if he doesn't catch, I don't think I'm getting him. Oh, no, these guys are flexing too much. He's gone. He's a lost cause. Unless... Farafa is my favorite. What is a Farafa? Shiny Drampa would be really hard to hunt but it would be such a flex. So true. I mean, with this hunt, I'm kind of tempted to also do like a living shiny dex. Because I'm actually like enjoying the game. Like I'm enjoying the catching the Pokemon part. Which, I mean, that was the... Oh hi, speaking of Drampa. Speak of the Gramps, see, he just runs away, I think. Saving my Master Ball for a shiny Beldum. Yeah, that is a good use of a Master Ball. When shiny hunting my Living Dex, I'm pretty sure I've seen every Pokemon as an alpha at this point. Ah, nice. The Alpha Frou-Frou is how I beat the Frou-Frou League. I see. That's more of a side dish, but you get something with it. I highly recommend. Okay. Did you get a shiny charm? Yes. I have done everything in the game. Everything. Name him Grandpa. Grandpa Games. Stop bullying your elder. Okay, okay. If you save before catching, you save the instance. You just drop by to say hi. Because I'm not this far in the game. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. And I think I've gotten all the Frou-Frous I need. Yeah. So I can have an Alpha Frou-Frou of every Frou-Frou variety. But yeah, to answer the question of which character I enjoyed the most, like, I don't really have an answer because they all blend together. My go-tos are Milo. The more recent one, like Sabrina, I like using psychic types. Erica was the run I wanted to do the most in Let's Go, but it was such a struggle. It just made me sad that like she couldn't win. I'm like, no, Erica, why not like this? Because I like the grass types. They're my favorites. So the fact that it's just limited move pool, it hurt my soul. Okay. Let's go to the next question, because we got a lot of questions to get through. Which... Dang it. I had... Is he shiny? Or is he just underground? Is he the evolved version, or is he the baby? I need the baby version. He's an alpha. I saw this question yesterday, because I was yapping with my friends. I think I need a... I don't know if I need a Gibble. I'm gonna catch him just in case. Who would I go on a date with from the world of Pokemon? Like, are we talking this game specifically? It's a yucca flower based dish with a bunch of add-ons, and it's bell pepper garlic. Ooh, that do sound good. See, there's an alpha here. It's an alpha droper. Also gamers in chat, I trust you to scream at me if there's a shiny Pokemon, because I'm sensory overload at the moment. There's guys jumping me. There's questions I need to be answering. I'm not gonna hear a shiny sound if I hear that. Who would I go on a date with? Can I... okay, so like... I think my answer here was this. This is my answer, right? This was my answer last night. I don't think this is my actual answer. I don't know, probably Cynthia. It'd probably be Cynthia, but if it's from this game, probably this character. She got that sass. What do you mean nuh-uh? What do you mean nuh-uh? Listen, gamers, I've known the type of people that tend to like me, and she falls in that boat. She falls in that boat. Why are you guys? Why are you guys flipping out over her? I mean, design-wise, I really like Gwen's design. Like, she's just like an introvert. Doesn't even want to be here. There's like all these loud, punchy people, and she's just like, "Leave me alone, please." But I don't know. She do be kind of cute. Anyways, next question. Hear me out, Canary. I don't like Canary. And I know I'm a streamer. Wow, streamer don't like it. Streamer hate. She also has the pyro haircut, which is a big plus. These Meditite ever go alpha mode? Like, they're just little Meditite all the time. Maybe. I don't know. No, they like me. It's not like this. It's the other way around. Well, it might be on that other rooftop because I never checked there. But also I like this rooftop. It's got Flaffy chilling. I remember this from the ad. I was like, oh, there's Flaffy in this game? That's nice. ZA is still incredibly good. Mind you, just personal preference thing. What was the negativity? Hold on. I got better as I learned the mechanics, but I do prefer Arceus stealth focus. Yeah, the stealth in this game is very not good. Would you guess what my question was? Is it the when will you play Pikmin? I couldn't think of a serious question, so what a cheeky one. Thank you. POV Maridon and carried out the sandwiches. I think it's funny that I was too strong to hold the Rotom fight. Yeah, the Eivor arc was hilarious. I love the Eivor arc. There's a light pink Mareep in the background. I mean, these are the evolved Mareeps. Wait, that's a shiny. Why did it not make the sound? Why did it not make this? I'm so glad I read chat. Oh my gosh. It was like, what do you mean there's a light pink? Thank you, Suit. I really appreciate you saying that because I would have missed this 1,000,000%. I heard the sound. I didn't hear the sound. Let me turn up the game audio so I can hear it on my side as well. Because I have it turned down. Because I usually listen to like video essays. That's hilarious. I was just standing there. I didn't even know it was a shiny, right? I thought they fixed the shiny colors. What's been your favorite team to play with? Ooh, see, this is another one of those where I want to give you a proper answer, but like, they blend together. It's just one run. I've done so many runs that it just all merges. Favorite team to play as? There's Big Pikachu. B. I'm gonna get that item. I'm curious what it is. It's a nugget. Man, what a letdown. All that for a nugget? Who do you think is the worst character in ZA? Personality-wise, I'd say Jacinthe. Like, I did not like Jacinthe's personality. I mean, I understand why she's like this, because it's kind of funny, you know, it's humor, haha. Haha, silly humor. But at the same time, I'm like, she's just controlling. Like, nah, fam, I'm good. I'm struggling for severe debt in ZA. How do you make more money? I'm actually gonna make a video on that, but for now, the answer is just when you do the nighttime royales, you get 3 battle zones. Just run through all of them and collect the coins, because the coins don't respawn. So that's kind of your best bet. I want to watch the MNJ TV edit go by. Okay. Thanks. The emotional damage. And this is the first game since Alola to not have regional forms. That is wild, yeah. I think there was like an NPC who was like, I think, would there be city variants of Pokemon? And I'm like, this would have been a fun thing for them to do, but they didn't do it. You know where I want to go? I want to go here. ZS Diantha, yeah. What Pokemon would you want a hug in real life? Minus obvious, the one in the profile. Bayleaf. I like Bayleaf. It's my favorite. Hi, Chespin. They're not shiny though. I found a shiny lion here, which was kind of scary because there's like 50 of them just sitting. And they all try to kill you, and even if you climb up the ladder, they still go after you. Like, they got range. The Alpha Pyro. I know. I know, the Alpha Pyro, but this is where you get the one Skarmory in the game. It's okay, the Pyro, they don't scare me. Okay, they scared me a little. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I love all my teammates, so I can't decide. Exactly. Okay. If you had to pick one Pokemon region to live in, which would it be? I'd probably pick the Johto region because it's chill there. Like there's not much going on, but like that's a good thing in my opinion. Like it's just chill there. They got nature, they got that giant park, they got public transportation. They got kimono girls, so you can like watch like dances and stuff. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on for them. Happy Halloween, and which do you think is fluffier, Wooloo or Mareep? Oh, well, I think Wooloo's fluffier because Mareep gets the static shock, so like you can enjoy the fluffiness of a Wooloo without getting zapped. Or technically this means that Mareep is fluffier because it gets static on it more easily, but you know. Happy Halloween, chat. How's the shiny hunts? They're going good. I'm mainly working on the alpha living decks, and it's kind of like, oh, if we run into any shinies along the way, that's great. But we've gotten 2 shinies so far, both of which I would have completely missed. Which is the shiny Weedle and a shiny Flaffy. Here, I'll do a little gap so that we know which ones we got during the stream. Yeah, big thanks to Suit for pointing them out, because I was very oblivious to them. Yeah, nothing wrong with Johto, there's just no crime syndicate. It's okay, they get taken care of by Lance at some point. What game do you think you would enjoy playing but are uncertain of getting into? I don't know if I haven't gotten into a game series. Oh, Persona. 1,000,000% Persona. Everyone tells me you love Persona. When will you play Persona? Go play Persona, you love it. And I'm just like, I go look at the how long to beat for Persona and it says like 200 hours and I'm just like, I don't want to. That's just one of the games. There's like 5 of them. So I'm just like, you know, I kind of don't. I'm scared. I'm scared to get into Persona because I know I'll love it. And it's gonna be like 100, like not even 100, just 1,000 hours of my life are just gonna go away, like that, just to play Persona and all of the Persona, not just one Persona. And I like to 100% my games, or like get all the endings. So I might, yo, Alpha Caravana, I wanted this. I thought they just jump out of the water to kill you. These guys have no chill. Oh yeah, Alola is kind of nice. That is true. Alola is kind of nice. You named the Flaffy after me, yes. Remind me when I'm not being killed by stuff. Technically, BDSP doesn't have regional forms either. That is true. That is true. Would you date Nimona or Penny? No, no. I'm good. No thanks. Not interested. Not interested. It is, yeah, piranhas do that. Piranhas will just jump out at you from the, like, water. I thought they go for blood in the water, but then if you're like out of the water, they're just like, ah, no, I can't reach. My one weakness. My one weakness. Land. Surprise, flying piranha. That would terrify me. I do need the big monkeys. Forget where the monkeys show up. So yeah, what game would you have not gotten into that you know you love? Persona. It's the Persona series. I was gonna say Xenoblade X, but they fly now? They fly now. How do you see your channel going? Don't look down on yourself, you're doing well. Honestly, I don't know at this point. I'm starting to... Ooh, this is gonna be mildly not positive, but it's just because of YouTube as a platform and not so much me doubting my skills. But I genuinely don't know how the channel is gonna go. Part of why I'm doing the survey is that I'm noticing the channel kind of struggling because of, at least what it seems like, the way the algorithm functions. Which is that at the moment, at least, they kind of want you to do one type of video, like one format, and then they just push it out like crazy. Because I even noticed this in the survey responses, like, hey, what video would you guys like to see? And then the videos they say they like to see are all videos that, well, not all, but like a solid like 20-30%, I don't know, I haven't done the actual numbers, but a large number of the responses were videos that already exist, which makes me think either like YouTube's just not showing them the videos they actually want to see, or they're just being silly. And I hope it's them being silly, but there's a big chance that there's not that many people that are intentionally being silly. Like, you're filling out a survey to be helpful, not to be silly, which makes me kind of concerned. You know, I'm like, is this platform not showing people the videos they would like to see? So I might start a second channel where I'm basically doing one type of video and then doing the rest of the videos still on this channel, just to see if that improves the performance, because at the moment it's kind of becoming harder and harder to keep the channel going financially, because you guys know the global stuff. Everything's getting more expensive. The US keeps getting worse and worse, and it's just like, yes, I enjoy making videos and I work hard, but at the same time I'm getting like no reward for that hard work, and it's starting to get to me a little bit. So like, for example, I don't want to talk too much about it, but basically my mom's been having health issues. So she's gonna be having surgery soon, and then she's not gonna be able to go to work for 2 months, and she's very concerned about how we're gonna pay the bills, because at least in the US, where she works, when she's off because of a surgery, they're only gonna give her like $200 a week, I think, something like that. So it's like she can't even pay the medical bill for the surgery with that much, let alone cover everything. So I'm like, I'm gonna step in and like give them everything I've made from YouTube, but then I realize, hey, it's not that much money. Like I'll give them everything, and then I'm like almost back to zero. So I'm like, okay, well, I work hard, but like it's almost like there's nothing to show for it, and it's starting to get to me. Because realistically, YouTube has risen the bar so much for what it takes to be successful and sustainable as a creator, that it's kind of hard to be like, okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do, XYZ, right? So yeah, that's kind of the struggle. Is more like a financial struggle than anything else. But just to kind of put it in context for you guys, when I started 8 years ago, realistically, you only needed about 30,000 subscribers to make minimum wage, like US minimum wage, which was not that difficult to get. Like 30,000 subscribers, I mean, it's a lot of people, but oh, I need the big monkey. It's a lot of people, but it's not that hard. Then around the pandemic, that changed to about 100,000 subscribers, which I reached. So like during pandemic times, I was actually doing... Is this a shiny? Is there a shiny here? Or is there something else doing the glowy effects? And now the bar is so high that you need to be getting 500,000 views a month. And I'm not at 500,000 views. Like, they changed the algorithm again, and it's harder to get. Yeah, I do have the Malamar. It's harder to get more views, but at the same time, you need significantly more views to even make minimum wage, which is the challenge, right? Because they keep raising the bar. It's like you get better, you grow, and then by the time you reach where the first bar is, they raise the bar more. So it's just like, what do I do? What do I do? So yeah, that's kind of the struggle. And minimum wage in the US isn't exactly living wage, exactly, but it is living wage in Europe, so I could just move to Europe. It's just a matter of making it stable, so it's kind of just a struggle of figuring out what to do. Okay, let me read chat now, because I was going on a spiel, but... YouTube algorithm works in mysterious ways. Yeah, the worst part is they change it, and they don't tell us how they change it. Because usually, basically, it's a recommendation algorithm. That's all it is. It's a recommendation algorithm. It shows people's videos, and then it tries to maximize for something. And they change what that something is, but they don't tell the creators what they're maximizing for. So then it's a guess and check, but yeah. By the way, I watched the video on how YouTube will approach gaming content in the future. It's not a problem for you as a channel right now, but avoid hyper-realistic games in the future. Yeah, no, not intended at all. Yeah, but if you start a second channel, that will be double the work for you. So it wouldn't be double the work because there's the collaboration feature, which is so stupid, but it's great at the same time. It's like one of the 2 good features they added. So I could post a video on the second channel, put it as a collab on the main channel, and it'll show up to the main channel subscribers as well. But yeah. Wild Zone 20 only had... Oh, yep. I think YouTube has close to hit the point of no return. Like, they promote a system that reward bad content. Exactly. Oh, dreamy. Okay. This means you have to get every size of Gorgist. I wanted to ask about that for the alpha versions. I'm assuming they're only extra large. Like, there's no alpha small phantom, right? That's not a thing, right? Okay, I already have a Roserade, but... Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this guy. I thought he was shiny, so I got him just in case. Why is it always a money problem? Unfortunately, you need a certain amount. Like, I'm pretty frugal. But you still need, like, to make a certain amount to just exist. Which is, I mean, it is what it is. So where do I see it going? Hopefully positively. You know, being optimistic here, but I'm trying my best. I'll try my best to keep it going. I want to cover this game. We'll do some character runs in this. But in general, I'm at a loss because also I started this channel as a way for me to learn how to edit rather than have specific content type, which is a big problem. I'm gonna do the trade evolutions. I'm gonna trade with a friend after stream. But yeah, so I'm kind of having like a channel midlife crisis, or a channel existential crisis, where it's just like, what is this channel? What is the purpose? And this is also where the survey helps me, because if you ask me like what my personal interests are, I have a lot, but it's good to have like a match between my personal interest and what the audience is interested in, because that's what the algorithm rewards. So it'll help me kind of balance the two. Be like, okay, well, I like these 20 things, but you guys like these 3 things. So out of the 20 things, I'll do the 3 that both of us like, basically. And hopefully that's a nice 50-50, and it all works out great. That's the plan. Yeah, if only they kept the link cables. That is true. Did you get the Galarian Slowpoke? Yes. I'm probably gonna do a living dex of it because I do multiple runs. So trade it over to my main. Do you pay your voice actors or is it unpaid labor? See, this is a tough one to answer because the answer is I want to pay my voice actors, but I literally cannot afford to pay my voice actors. So it's unpaid labor, and I'm very grateful that all of them are willing to just kind of show up and voice the characters without like getting payment for it. And usually I would not advise that. I'd be like, please get paid for your work. But at the same time, like I just can't happen if I were to pay everyone. Like I would go broke. I would be broke and the channel would be shut down and then no more content. That's it. We're done. Like, it sucks. It sucks. It really, it is what it is, and I'm very grateful. That's all I can say. They're all awesome people. Very kind. If you're looking for voice actors and would like to commission them, you know, they're all in the description. Go find them. So it's a good way to say thanks. Unfortunately, I cannot. I wish I could save your Auroras. It'll be fine. It's just a flesh wound. Something I only thought of after I answered the survey, something that boosts the algorithms is to have seasonal videos, like what you do on your Mother's Day. Yeah. Yeah, but again, am I just stuck to doing character runs? Yeah, I'm currently doing unpaid work, because literally they cannot afford to pay me. Yeah. That Pidgey looks way bigger than an alpha. This is like a king Pidgey. Happy Halloween, yeah. Happy Halloween. Okay, let's go on to another question. Hopefully, more fun question. You're from the Balkans, right? I believe you dropped in a video once that you're from Bulgaria. That is correct. I was born in Bulgaria, grew up there until 4th, 5th grade, and then I moved to the US. And then I've been going back every summer. So I'm kind of like an isekai protagonist where I live in two worlds. And it's kind of funny because one of the worlds seems to be getting really good while the other is like crumbling apart. And it's wild because it was the other way around like a decade ago. Like a decade ago, if you're like, would you move back to Europe? Would you go back to Bulgaria? I'd be like, heck no. Like, yeah, it's nice to visit because my friends and grandparents are there, but like, this country got nothing going for it. And now I'm like, it's actually the other way around now. Now it's like, would you move back to Bulgaria or stay in the US? And I'm like, I kind of want to move back now. Because like, the quality of life has changed so much. But yeah, I'm from Bulgaria, I'm East European. Yeah, I'm not forcing them to work, it's all... yeah, that is true. Phrasing, that is true. I am not forcing anyone to work for me. It is all voluntary. Marie helps me like connect with a bunch of her voice actor friends. She's been a great help. I really appreciate her help. And it's like either her friends or my YouTube friends. That's basically who does the voicing in these videos. But yeah, I don't know. I'm grateful. Like, a lot of this cool stuff could not happen if we were to simply go the way the world works and be like, okay, you just pay everyone for everything. Because then I wouldn't make the videos because I don't get paid enough to make the videos. Nobody would voice act in them because they aren't getting paid. The artists are getting paid. But that's about it. I'm not getting paid. The voice actors aren't getting paid. Only the artists are getting paid. So, career choice, I guess. Don't be a YouTuber. Don't be a voice actor. Be an artist instead. I don't know. That's such a bad message. Don't listen to them. I'm being silly. Okay, I need this alpha. Would you say you're afraid that your channel might end up caving in on itself? It kind of has. I'm not afraid of it dying. I'm afraid of it remaining stagnant forever. Because the problem is the stagnation, rather than it just. Basically, there's two ways to die on YouTube as a YouTube channel. You either stop making videos, or you become a drama channel and then you get cancelled for something stupid. I have no intention of doing either of those things, so... Here's the radical idea, universal basic income. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay. Yeah, drama time! Gamers, Legend ZA is the worst garbage game to ever come out, and now I have 1 million views for telling you not to play this game. And then telling you you deserve better. Would you guys like that? And it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't contribute. Like, I've tried to make, ooh, yeah, if you guys want to see a cut video, a video I decided not to make, I posted it to Patreon. It's available to everyone, but it's on Patreon. So it's like free, but it's posted to the Patreon. And it's the 7 worst quests in ZA. So I kind of wanted to do 7 best and 7 worst, and the best quest is gonna probably be out later today. But the worst quests, like, I went through it and I'm like, this doesn't add any value at all. Like, I'm just being negative. I'm being nitpicky. Not really adding to any, so I just chose not to publish it, but I shared it anyways. Like, just in case people want to see the type of stuff I end up cutting. But yeah. There's 2 types of toxic people in the games here. Those who insist the game is perfect, and those who insist the game is complete garbage. Exactly. It's almost like there's nuance. But for some reason the internet hates the word nuance. It's like they're allergic to it. What do you mean there's nuance? What do you mean people have takes that aren't just black and white? Impossible. I want to find the Alpha Garbador. I don't know where he is, but I'm just gonna wait for the data break and read some more questions. So I guess I'll ask this: what do you think of ZA's characters? I think a lot of them are cool, but they're kind of lame. I actually like the characters in ZA. I just wish they did more with them. So like, they're not bad. I just wish they did more. First ZA shiny was Go-Goat. I still don't have a shiny Go-Goat, and I like Go-Goat. Do you ever want to go back to being a teacher and getting back on that track? I have considered that, and that's kind of my backup plan if YouTube fails. Is to basically go do a PhD, or become a teacher again and teach like English, computer science. I can also teach at collegiate level because I have a master's degree, so I can lecture. I can be a lecturer for bachelor's level classes. This is my worst, like, least favorite time of day, because it's like you can't do anything because it's like Pokemon are gonna despawn. But then it's just such a waste to run all the way to a bench to just be like, alright, reset the timer. Bono bees. One channel that died for the most ridiculous reason was Lindsay Ellis. She made an entertainment industry comment and people completely took it as a cultural. Wow. Yeah. So yes, I have considered going back to teaching, and I might. I'm also kind of like, I kind of want to travel more, because one of the things I've noticed while being in the US is I don't travel. Like, there's all these cool places you can go, but it's really expensive to get to them. And it takes like a lot of time, and I just feel like I need to be working all the time when I'm here. I don't know if I actually do need to be working all the time, but I feel the need to be working. Like, I need to be on the grind, and it's again, it's an income thing. It's like, well, I don't make, like, I make minimum wage, so I just need to keep working more, because that's the narrative. The narrative is just work more. Don't be lazy, work more. So then that's all I do. And then I'm like, well, I don't really go explore places. I'm kind of tempted to try out like the things like, oh, go teach in Japan or go teach English in China, just to kind of see the world a little bit. Because I hear it through Squidman, because he did teaching in Korea, and then he did teaching in China, and he's loving it. So I'm kind of like, maybe I tried. Maybe I try to go teach in other countries, but also like I'm a dual citizen, so I can just go anywhere in Europe whenever I want. Basically. So I don't know. I kind of want to travel and do more. And if teaching allows me to do that, that'd be great. But I don't think it's. My hopes are not high. I heard it. I heard the shiny noise. Who? Where is it? I'll trade you my shiny go-go. No, I'll catch it. Yeah, difficult to travel. Yeah, exactly. Told me Alpha Gobador's location. Oh. Oh. It's another shiny Weedle! Weedle, 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 Weedle! Weedle everywhere. Let's go. Hold on, let me read your message. Northeast of Wild Zone. Hold on, let me put this. Let me put the Weedle away, and then we'll go catch the Weedle. Not the Weedle. The Garbodor. Okay. Northeast of Wild Zone 8. Wild Zone 8. June Street until you see the first left turn. Enter the turn. Make 2 more laps. Okay. So you're gonna go northeast, which is this direction. June Street. And then on June Street until you see your first left turn, which is right here. And then you do a left and so it should be like in this area. I assume. Weedle, 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 rocket. Exactly. Yeah, I kinda. This is the other thing I heard about. Ooh, Nomo. I gotta get the Alpha Nomo. There's like extended stay Airbnbs, which is a thing. So it's like for less than the price of rent of an apartment in the US. You basically have a place to stay for a whole month. So part of me is tempted to just do like a Europe tour where I just book an extended stay for a month in different countries and then just work on YouTube videos while I'm there and then explore. But I'm like too scared to solo travel. It's too socially anxious. But it has been tempting. I kind of want to go to Iceland. My brother also wants to go to, so I kind of want to surprise him and be like, "Hi, we're gonna go to Iceland, but I'm broke, so we can't." But tickets from the U.S. to Iceland are like $1,000. Tickets from Bulgaria to Iceland are $250. And the U.S. is closer to Iceland than Bulgaria is, so it's wild to me. Like even the plane ticket prices. Can confirm it's very nice, right? What is your favorite Pokemon of the ones that Story Vasko has turned into? It's just a big Kangaskhan. I already have. Wait, there's multiple big Kangaskhan's. Anyways, I don't know why I find this so funny. Second left and then another left. My favorite woolly Pokemon. Oh, I have not been here. I need a water guy. I forgot the question. Gamers. Wooloo. I like Wooloo. He's just a round guy. Actually, I've been enjoying Meowth just because the sprites for Meowth are so much more versatile and it's easier to show emotion. Whereas with the sheepy guys, they're just kind of there. You know, they're just chilling. But Meowth, since it's kind of humanoid, it's got so much like emotion you can show with that, and I like that. A month is still a short time. Yeah, that is also true. But I'm also scared of getting attached to places, because then I'm gonna want to be there. So who's your favorite Vascomon? In terms of personality, I'd say Wooloo. In terms of design, I like Meowth. I also like Gimme Ghoul because you just log around the giant chest and then jump up on the chest to talk to people. That was kind of funny. Okay. How many times has health gotten in the way of your work? And you are asking the deep question. I just heard the shiny noise. Who's shiny? Has health gotten in the way of work? Yes. Yo! Shiny Alpha Porpador! I don't know if I should put him in the shiny box now or the alpha box. I think he's going in the shiny box. That's cool. That is... Suit! Suit, my man! Man's or woman's, I don't know what you are, but thank you. You just led me straight to a shiny Pokemon I didn't even know existed. Just shiny guy, he's just hanging out there forever shiny. I would, I would never have gone to check there. Now, follow up on the Meowth comment. What prompted you to just being a Meowth in Season 3 instead of finance? I could not afford more sprites. I could try to draw the sprites myself, but my art skills are not that good, and I simply don't have the time or energy to develop them. I really wish I did, but like, there's only so many hours in the day, and I only have so much energy, which is unfortunate. But speaking of energy, there's the health thing. So after COVID, I got this invisible disability called dysautonomia. It's gotten a lot better, but there was a period of time where I couldn't even swallow food. I was lightheaded all the time. It felt like I could pass out at any moment, which is not a fun feeling. Nowadays, the main problems I have with it are, simply put, that I cannot drive because I feel lightheaded, and it's not a good idea to drive while you feel like you might pass out. Simply, the risk is really big. But even that's gotten better. I can drive for about 5 to 10 minutes without it getting that bad. So I can drive close range. Unfortunately, I live in a place where everything is like 30 minutes away. So, oh, Alpha Esper! Wait, is the Alpha Esper gonna run away or try to kill me? I should save because I want it. Dysautonomia. I'm kind of tempted to do like a video on it, or like a fundraiser stream, because there's a non-profit that's kind of about like informing doctors about, because most doctors don't even know about this. So they're just like, you have anxiety, or there's a problem with your ears, and it's like, no, this is a completely different problem. So the average amount of time it takes for someone to get diagnosed with dysautonomia is 7 years. Because literally doctors are just uneducated about it, so they're like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Go to this other specialist, go to this other specialist. I got lucky. I got diagnosed in heckin' like, I think it was 7 months or 9 months, something like that. Like, it was like around a year of me not knowing what the heck is wrong with me. So nowadays, the main reason why it gets in the way is because, this is gonna be a tough fight. Apart from the lightheadedness, I also have like brain fog a lot. So it tends to be like hard to focus sometimes. And no, it's not ADHD, it's not anything else. It's just, it's part of the dysautonomia. It's just one of the many side effects. And this is gonna make me heal. Would you want a shiny go-go? No, I'll catch one naturally. Thank you for offering, I appreciate it. I'm gonna use it for restore because it's also poisoned. Gen 1 mons are simpler and your Fampi from Sada looks great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Ampharos is named Shocky Sheep. I'm see. So this is one of the other things. It's like I have the Vasko run all recorded. So like these are the main Pokemon I used. But like I haven't written the script yet because there's just so many other things I'm working on. And it just becomes very hard to like mentally focus. To the point where it gives me a headache if I'm trying to force myself to focus on something. So I kind of just gotta play it by ear, and it really sucks because a lot of times I have like a to-do list, and I'm like, okay, today I want to do A, B, C, D, and then I wake up, I finish A, B, and then I get the brain fog, and then it's just like I'm trying to get myself to do C and D, and my brain's just like, you get headache instead. You wanted headache? You're getting headache. And I'm like, no, I want to get the work done. So that's where health has been getting in the way. So it sometimes makes getting videos done take a bit longer than needed. Just because I end up having that problem with the lightheadedness. But other than that, it hasn't been as bad anymore. Which, like, I'm very grateful for. Because for some people it improves, for some people it just stays bad. Thankfully for me it improves. So hopefully, like in a year or two, I'll be fully back to normal. But it kinda sucks to have. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Would you say you're extroverted, introverted, or whatever it is in between? I'm definitely an introvert. So if you even notice this when we do live streams with other people. If it's just me and one other person, like we'll yap, and it's fine. But if it's me with like 3 other people, I become silent. And you might start to notice that now that I've said it. I don't know how noticeable it is, but so it's just like when there's other people around, I just like mentally I shut down. Like I'm just like, okay, time to become background character. But when it's just like one other person, I'm very talky and all that type of stuff. So definitely introverted. A very shy introvert. Gotta go start my day. Alright, have a good day. Play a horror game. No thank you, I do not do horror because I have a very good imagination. And one bit of horror will keep me scared for the next years. I'm just not a fan of horror. I don't like to be scared. I don't find it funny. It's just not for me. So no horror. But there's plenty of other people who do horror content. So if you're interested, just to name a few. Ooh, I'm gonna name drop people. Ooh. Yeah, I have the canary plush. There's Zombies Go Nam. He streams very late at night for EST. But he loves horror games. Would recommend. Very cool guy. Spice Spiffs. Ooh, name dropping a friend. They do like visual novels that are also horror games. So you can go watch them. But me personally, nah, no horror for me. When will be the continuation of playing Espia? Next week. So just kind of taking this week to do the Q&A, and then we'll get back into it. What are the symptoms of dysautonomia? There's so many symptoms of it because it's an umbrella term for a bunch of different things. But the source of it is basically like a dysregulated nervous system. So like your nerves aren't behaving the way they should be, which can cause a variety of different symptoms, but a lightheadedness is the easiest one. A lot of the symptoms end up looking like anxiety, but it's not anxiety. It's not mental, it's physical. Which is why it's very easily misdiagnosed as anxiety. Oh, that's a big spupa. That's a big boy spupa right there. I don't think I need one though. I don't think I need a big boy's pupil. Yeah, I already have a big boy's pupil. Yeah, horror games will probably get a crackdown. They already do kind of get a crackdown, so it's kind of sad that people can't make whatever content they want on them, but it is what it is. Lightheadedness, feeling like you're gonna pass out. Not always nausea, no. Nausea's more when the lightheadedness gets really bad. But in general, nah, nausea's not that big of an issue. After getting here late, oh, welcome, welcome. You also need every single. Well, there's only 2 Vivian forms in the game, and one of them is like locked to the museum quest. I don't think you could get an alpha. He's not shiny, right? You're not about to sparkle? Okay. I'm checking just in case. Why did he wake up the dog? The dog is so far away. No. Anyways, it's just a mental symptom, or just it's a physical symptom. So it's a physical occurrence where your vagus nerve, which is the biggest nerve in the body, it's basically in your throat. It's malfunctioning. So like, for me, the thing that happens is like the body naturally controls a lot of things that you don't think about. For example, now you're breathing manually, but usually you don't breathe manually. Usually breathing is automatic. So with dysautonomia, it's your automatic nervous system that's not functioning properly, which is all controlled by nerves. And that's why like the things that show up can vary, because it really depends on what part of the nerve is having the issue, what that nerve is connected to, what it's regulating. What I mean is mental symptoms or physical symptoms at the end of the day. Yeah. This is not the type of mental signal where the mind is predicting that there's something going on and telling you, hey, there's something wrong, which is basically anxiety. This is like something's physically going wrong and you don't know why. And you're like, what is happening? Why is my body not functioning? Like, it's weird, but again, thankfully I have gotten better, but there's some people are born with it, some people just have a disposition and it gets triggered after viral infection, and I was the lucky one who got triggered after viral infection, so yay. And according to that one doctor who was like the only doctor in the state who like studies this disease, he's like, yeah, it's COVID tends to trigger it more frequently than other viral. So like you can get it from the flu. Like you can get the flu and then bam, you got dysautonomia now. If you're genetically predisposed, which includes being a woman or being East European. I am not a woman, but I am East European, so yay. I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. Don't worry, me too. One summer camp, some girl wanted to dance with me, and I just bluntly said, no. You're just like me, for real, for real. And this is a nice place to get a shiny, but they don't see a shiny here. The Fluid Fountain. I like the Fluid Fountain. It's such a chill place. I need this one. I need... Be captured. Okay. I preemptively sent out the Pokemon because sometimes they... I've never danced with... I have danced and it's weird. Okay, next question. If you were to make more Canucks become champion in Scarlet Violet, who would your top pick be? Alright gamers, can you guess who my top pick is? I'm actually doing a video on it. I'm actually doing a... it's Nurse Miriam. I'm gonna do a run as Nurse Miriam. I'm just gonna say it's just sports. Can Nurse Miriam become champion? That's the next Scarlet Violet run. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but yeah. The teachers, I know people wanted to see Team Star. If I might. Monkeys. It's such a cute scene with the monkeys. They're just chilling. Look at them, they're eating berries, they're just... This is so cute. I like this. This makes me happy. Terrible game. How dare Game Freak? We deserve that. Oh my gosh, he did a flip. This is adorable. I'm checking for a shiny snake just in case. This is cute. I like this, yeah, the Unova monkeys. They did the monkeys justice in this game. They did them justice. Which season / episode of Can X Become Champion was your favorite and why? Episode, I would say the Milo episode will forever be my favorite. Cause it's kinda... How do I put it? The Milo episode, I was editing while I had COVID the first time. And I was like barely living, but I was like, I want to make this video. So like, if that virus took my life, Milo would have been my last video. It would have been my life's work. So like, it holds a special place in my heart because it's like, I was literally like struggling to breathe and eat. I couldn't sleep when I got COVID the first time. Like my sleep function just was not working, which is not a fun thing to have. For like a period of 3 days, I only slept like 5 hours combined, and that's when I was editing Milo. So I was like, I cannot sleep, I cannot breathe, but I want to make this video. And so I did. And so Milo is my favorite because it's my life's work in a way. Also, it was a fun video. It was a fun video. That was the thing that kind of started. Like Alistair technically started the season 1 stuff, but Milo's where it solidified. Where I was like, yes, I have fun doing this. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy the storytelling, and I'll keep doing it. Like it kind of awoke the writer in me. Because before that I was like, what? I think it's another question in here, but it was just like, what can I do that's different for character runs? What's wrong with 5 hours of sleep? 5 hours of sleep over a 3-day period. So it's not just, oh, I barely slept 5 hours this night. It's, I slept an hour and a half this night, and an hour and a half next night, and an hour and a half the night after that. Why was your voice so quiet during the Alistair video? I don't know. Voice kind of changes as you grow older, get more confidence. So I think maybe I was just a shy guy back then. I was just really shy. I don't even need a Pokemon from here. What am I doing in this zone? They're just on the way. Maybe shiny Magikarp, right? Oh my gosh, I was kidding when I said maybe shiny Magikarp. But the game giveth. That's a shiny right there, right? I'm not going crazy. Alistair was the backdoor pilot, Milo was the official pilot. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not even gonna save for the shiny Magikarp because this thing has... Was he gonna jump on the brick? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. See, this is a fun game. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I am having fun. Anyways. Let's see what the next question is. Also gotta put these guys away in the box. Here's the Lucario. And then there's the Magikarp. Are we keeping Golden Magikarp or getting Red Gyarados? I think I'm gonna keep Golden Magikarp. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's so funny how the shiny jumped at you like yeah, I'm the chosen one. What is your favorite Pokemon that can Mega and why? Okay, mild spoiler warning, if you haven't seen all of the Megas, I'm gonna open the Mega Dex real quick. Just because I want to show them. So, either don't look or, you know, come back in a moment. Okay, so out of all the shiny, all the Megas, I like Mega Ampharos, because it's just like Shocky Sheep. He's just Shocky Sheep. He got the wool back on him. Look at that, he's just fluffy. It's a big Mareep. It's a grown-up Mareep and it's a dragon. I think this is asking for the new Megas maybe. So if we're talking new Mega evolutions, I like Barbarackle. He's just aura farming. Kind of carried me through the game. At first I was like, this looks weird, but then I'm like, this is the perfect Mega for this guy. It's so fitting. And then I don't know about this. I like this Mega design as well. There's the one guy who's carrying everything. He's the he's the real Mega. These two, they're just Dynamaxing, and then this guy's the real Mega right here. He's just carrying all. He's the actual Mega Phalanx. The other guys are just there for moral support. That's my answer to my favorite. Yeah, the load bearing Mareep Link. He is the strongest Link. Which region champion would you be? Okay, considering how many times I've beaten Sword and Shield, I think Galar. I'd replace Leon. Because I've literally just Galar maxed my life. I don't know if that's just Stockholm Syndrome from having like replayed that game so many times, but it just feels wrong to say any other region. Galar kind of feels like home for the character runs. Galarian games, yeah. Fun fact, I almost got a job in the UK like a few years ago, but then they chose another candidate over me who was basically already like a fit for the, like he was graduating from that university. But I was gonna be like a science communicator for university, so I would thought I heard the shiny sound, which is not a good time. This is the worst time to hear a shiny sound. Can they kill me while I'm on the ladder? Or am I safe as long as I don't jump up? They can't. The ladder is safe. The ladder is safe. How does Mega Kangaskhan work? I don't know. My guy's not recovering himself. Lamp? That's not shiny. Lamp? That's not shiny either. Skarmory? No. No shiny at that. Maybe I just misread them. That's the neat part. It doesn't. Oh, I died. There's no consequence to you dying, but I died. Your power can reach. Yeah, that's what makes him scary. What would you want to create a video game, and what kind of game would it be? Actually, I do have an idea for a video game series, but it's just like RPG. It's an RPG style games. They're all set on like different planets, and it's like outfit based. So like you get different outfits for different power ups, and it's about humanity in the future when they explore space. and reconnecting with other humans in the future in different parts of the world. That's all I'll say. But it is basically like RPG. It's like an adventure RPG kind of game. Sometimes they're just floating around and it sounds like they're making shiny noises, but then they're not actually shiny. Neat concept. Yeah, I don't want to say too much, but a lot of it would be based on like different traditional clothing. So there would be one like based on the Bulgarian traditional clothing. So, I mean, I can show you guys what those look like real quick. Here, let's do screen share. So it'd be kind of like, oh, the red one gives you like fire abilities, blue one lets you swim in water, green one lets you interact with plants, that type of stuff. So like based on various like traditional garb. So one of them is like the Bulgaria one, and then the other one, oh, you guys are gonna hate. It's based on ponchos. So like different ponchos got different patterns on them, and they give you like a different ability based on the. That's the idea, anyways. Will it ever happen? Probably not. Highly doubt. But so it could be several titles just based on like different cultures and haunting graveyard woods. Elemental. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it would be an RPG, story based. Cause I love me the stories. What made you want to start a YouTube channel, and what inspired you to make the character runs? All right. Interesting question. I don't know. This is one of those where the answer is also not as happy-go-lucky as one would like. Oh, Dino. Oh, I'm catching that. I need one of those. So when I was growing up, a lot of the and an ice cream 2-for-1 special. I really want to catch the Odino though. Dawn is approaching. Dawn, you can stay in BDSP. We don't need you here. On the bird is also. Thank you, bird. Very cool. I don't need you, bird though. I don't. So I heard a lot from other YouTubers who are doing it. They're like, this is like the best job I've ever had. You get creative exposure, blah blah blah. You can be creative, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, that seems like an interesting career choice. But it was never my intention to become a YouTuber. I was always like, I'll do like coding, or I'll work in marketing, or I'll do research. I was very interested in doing research. Unfortunately, I could not get into research because I didn't have enough experience. Because they want like several years of like experience in the work field before they even let you do like research on stuff. And like experience the real world first, and then you do the research. And I'm like, okay. So then I applied to a bunch of jobs after graduating. Several jobs. I was teaching as well. So I had basically part-time teaching, and then applying for jobs, going to interviews. This was like back in 2016 as well. So it wasn't even that bad yet as it is right now, but it was still kind of bad. Even then you could see the roots of what's going on right now in terms of like the career market, or it's just like there were fake job openings. They were just there to collect your data. A lot of them were misleading, so they would say they're hiring for a certain position, but then you show up to the interview and they're like, actually, no, we're here for a completely different position right now. And I'm like, then what? Like, why did the job form say you're hiring for XYZ if you're actually hiring for like a janitor or something like that? So I kept applying to jobs and I couldn't find jobs, and then it was a year after I had graduated where I still haven't had a job other than my part-time teaching position. So I was like, well, I saved up enough money, I can buy a good enough laptop that can run editing software and a capture card and a very bad mic that, you know, better than nothing, which is all the essentials you need to become YouTuber. And then I was like, alright, I'll give it a try. Again, my intention of starting the channel was simply learn how to edit, have a skill. I don't even have like a intent with the channel of like, here, this is the type of videos I make. Have you memorized the entire decks? No. No, I have not. Hello, Andrew. So I kinda started it accidentally. I wasn't even intending to start a YouTube channel. It just kinda happened. And I was like, okay, sure, I'm a YouTuber now. What inspired the character runs? I was scrolling through Twitter one day, and as I was scrolling through Twitter, I saw this art of Marnie from Pokemon Sword and Shield dressed in Leon's outfit. Marnie was champion in that fan art. I do not remember who drew it. I do not remember their username or anything else about them. I just remember the fan art. And I was like, wait, Marnie as champion? Could Marnie become champion? And then I did the run, and the run flopped. The video, the first video I did, the Marnie video, was a complete failure of a video. It was nothing. It was getting 0 views, less views than my normal content. And I was like, well, it was worth a shot. It was fun to make. I guess the algorithm doesn't like it. So then I kind of moved on until several months later, when the algorithm randomly decided to pick up the video, and then it had like 1 million views. Shiny ice cream cone. So it started out with fan art of a character from an artist I cannot name, but whoever they are, artists, you guys, gamers, I wanted to call them gamers, but they're artists. But yeah, just art inspires. So thank you, human artists, for drawing human art. They're cool. They inspired this, even if their names are not remembered. Thank you for drawing. Okay, let's put these guys in the box where they belong. In the I mean, in the in the proper box. Oh, and I've gotten all the alpha non-evolutionary Pokemon. Nice. I thought they fixed the thing where these guys are hard to see, but they're easier to see now, so it's not that bad. Okay. Will you do Can X become A rank ZA videos? I see the question is, how do I title them? But yes, I will. Again, it's kind of on the condition that they're getting enough viewership, which is like at least 30,000 views. But yes, the plan is yes. I have a Corbeau run in the works. I'll probably do a Tawny run as well. Trying to think with other characters, but we'll go from there. This Corbeau and Tawny, and then depending on how they perform, I'll do more. Because there's plenty of fun characters in this game. I had fun playing it. I'll gladly play it again. I'll gladly play it with all the other characters, so. Something I noticed, at least in the PokeTube space, is that the algorithm boosts playthroughs and runs from older games. Yeah, so I might have to figure out how to record the older games and do videos on those. That was also part of the survey. That's why I had it like, would you like to see older games? And I think it's because people liked the older games. So like for me, the old game that performs the best is Sword and Shield, which is technically an older game at this point, but I haven't done anything before that. Like, the Let's Go games are kind of flopping in terms of character runs, so I might try like something before that and see how those go. But yes, there will be ZA character runs. Was there anything that you wished you did during any of your playthroughs or any games that you didn't do? I wish I found more shinies. Nah, I don't particularly have regrets. Sometimes it's like maybe like, oh, I kind of wish I had known where to find certain moves, because some like certain moves or certain Pokemon. For example, in the Gita run, like I could not find that Ponyard, or however you're supposed to pronounce it. For the life of me, I could not find that Pokemon. It said it spawned there in the little cave near Arvin's house, but I could not find it. So I kind of wish I had like perfect information of where to find things in the games. Because sometimes I would miss like the presence of a TM. Trade evolution. Hi, Ellie. Yeah. Trade evolution. You love trade evolutions, Ellie. You love them. Are you handsome? Ah, speaking of... So... This I don't know who asked this question, but it made me laugh, because my answer was going to be no. But according to several of my friends, I am in fact handsome. So, thank you, friends. I appreciate the vote of confidence on my looks, and they have seen what I look like. So, yay! I don't know what to do with this information, but yeah, yay! Crazy question, right? I'm like, why are you asking? Who's asking? What's the motive here? Confirmed, cutie patootie. Thank you. What is your all-time favorite video game? This is a hard question to answer because there's several video games I like. For example, I like Sword and Shield because I've been conditioned to play that game a bajillion times. So it's just like mere exposure effect of me liking that game. I like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 quite a lot. I don't know if all-time favorite. Yay, made me shed a tear. No. I mean, if you're handsome, take it in stride. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, people give you compliments. And they're like, "Hi, you look good." And I'm like, okay, but then why does no one like me? Right? And like, if I look so good, why no one like me? But that's a stupid way to approach it. Just take the compliment. You don't need to always get stuff for stuff. It's just like, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But you know the negative part, the critic comes in and is like, well, the dating apps would like to disagree with you. I tried them like once or twice and it's just like 0 people liked you, and I'm like, ah yes, this is such a great feeling. Dying alone. Anyway. This is getting too negative. Next question. What's your favorite video game? I also like Croc 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite specifically, but those are some of the games I like quite a lot. Splatoon 2. What do you think of turn-based tactics strategy games? I love turn-based games. I love turn-based games. If turn-based games was a person, I would want to marry them. That's how much I love turn-based games. Now, I don't know. I'm a big fan of turn-based games. That's why I like Pokemon. That's why I like Fire Emblem. That's why I like that one game that sponsors me every once in a while, but nobody watches the video, so they don't come back to sponsor me again. But Is it sort of Convaleria? I've been playing that game since before release, and I'm still playing that game. It's turn-based, but like I love it. I love the turn-based. It's like my favorite type of game is turn-based RPG or tactical RPGs. Like I like if you give me one type of game to play for me to be happy for the rest of my life, it's those types of games. My favorite genre. And then I also like exploration games, so that's kind of why I like Genshin and stuff, because you get to explore. I like to explore. Exploring is nice. I like to explore IRL, but then I never do it. I don't know if you guys ever done this. Whenever I visit like a city or something, like I want 100% an area. Like I want to try all the food. I want to try all the restaurants. And then all my friends are like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm just like, I want 100% the map. Like, what do you mean you want 100% the map? This isn't a video game. And I'm like, yeah, but why don't we do this in real life? Like, there's so many cool places to see. Let's just see all of it. Since when can bugs snore? I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, exploration of the city's cool too. Yeah, I enjoy the exploration part of the city. I kind of wish. Look, they could have done a better job designing the city. We can all agree. They could have fancied it up a little bit so it's easier to tell the different parts of town. But like, it's nice to explore it. I enjoy it. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. Was it kind of bland at times? Yeah. But you still get to explore a whole city. Yo, Alpha Rayolu! He's not shiny, but I want. When writing the scripts for... Oh wait, this is a long question. Let's get the Rayolu first. Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die in one shot, isn't he? Oh, no, okay. You get multiple chances of trying to catch them. If, okay, and then they get angry and then you can't catch them. Looks is just part of it. Aura is what really gets people attracted to. Dating apps algorithm is set for men to fall. They pay premium. Yeah. Yeah. I thought that pot was a shiny Pidgey at first. I was looking this way and I was like, is that a shiny Pidgey? It's got a little sparkle on it. That's not a shiny Pidgey. Why won't you ever evolve your Bayleaf? It's my favorite Pokemon. Why would I evolve it? I love Bayleaf. I already have a Meganium. But Bayleaf is my favorite. I'm not evolving my favorite. That's to stay my favorite forever. Also Eviolite. Okay, so when writing the scripts for QnA Become Champion, voice acting, and story version videos, how do you decide what order to go with each character? So there's a lot of planning that goes into it that you guys don't see, and it's just like, okay, so who are these characters? What are their interactions? What will make the most sense narrative-wise? Which is it's kind of hard to do well, which is why I kind of flopped on Season 2 a little bit, because it's just a lot of characters. It's just a lot of characters. I think I need the Sandile. Oh yeah, Mario and Rabbids. Yeah, you keep recommending that. I keep seeing it on sale, but I want to get a physical version, but then it's just like physical but digital download, and I'm like, no. No, I just want a physical. I don't even know who I'm looking for here. Sandile? Alpha Gibble? No, not showing up. You know, Sandile and Alpha Gibble showing up here. I'll permanently borrow it. No! No, it's my favorite gamers. So yeah, it's a long process where I just like sit and think about what would flow best. I write out several like bullet points on how the story would flow depending on each character. So like Season 3 specifically, I think Season 3 is my most well done season because it's actually like fully and properly planned out. But at the same time, it's the worst performing season because Well, it's Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and nobody seems to like that game for some reason. But yeah, it's a lot of writing and outlines and scrapping scripts that don't work and trial and error. But it's a fun process. I enjoy the process. I found out that I really enjoy the writing. Like, my favorite part of doing the Canucks Become Champion voice stuff is the writing part. The editing takes forever, which I'm not a big fan of. But the writing part, I'm all for it. Let me write. Give me a pen. Okay. I'll take it for educational purposes. No. No, you can take your own Bayleaf and evolve it if you want to evolve a Bayleaf so bad. Okay. What's your favorite Pokemon game that you've played? That's Pokemon Gold and Silver. That has been my favorite game. Gen 2. I'm a Gen 2 fan. I'm a Gen 2er. Not to be confused with the Gen 1ers. So I don't want to associate with those people. Bonafide Gen 2 player. And you get Gen 1 as well. It's nice. I don't know what else to say. In terms of modern games, gameplay-wise, I really liked Arceus the first time around, but then replaying it hasn't been as fun. Like, Arceus is great the first time you play it. And when you try to replay Arceus, you're like, this game has a lot of flaws. But in terms of like general recent games that I've played there, I've enjoyed Sword and Shield. Like, it has so much customizability. Who's trying to kill me? I just want to leave. I'm just wondering if that Pichu ever becomes an alpha. Or if he's just chilling there forever. There's a little guy. Oh! I like this man. He's Hippo. He's Moto from... what you call it? You guys remember that one? Moto from... This is the Madagascar movies? Moto. It was just a big hippo. Ooh, we're frozen. We got frozen. I was like, why is my Bayleaf not doing anything? Catch. Don't look at me, Malamar. Oh my gosh, I'm catching strays right now. See that Malamar in the background? He's like, I'm gonna kill you. No thanks. I'm running away. Secret JoJo family technique. Ooh, Alpha Skarmory. Why is he still going after me? Malamar, I thought we were friends. Okay, and then we switch to Ampharos, and then we have like 30 seconds to kill it. Panic. Oh, I used the wrong ball. No wonder it's not gonna catch. I fumbled that one. I fumbled. I'm a failure. Catching Pokemon because I changed. See, I wanted to use a different move, but then it changed the ball. I don't like it when I have to fight with the controls of the game. But it is what it is. There's just some games that are so contrasting they don't have much replayability value. If Arceus you have to do many things and advance the plot, it doesn't allow you to change. Yeah, exactly. I really hope this is the other Hippowdon, but I think it might. I think I might already have. I think I didn't even need to catch that guy. Oh yeah, I'll have to look into the Mario and Rabbids then, yeah. Because I want to get a physical because it's such a big game in terms of storage. Don't know if Kingdom Battle will be available still, but sparks of hope. Yeah, there's also the new released, what was it? Final Fantasy Tactics Remake, but it's one of those like digital download only. So I'm gonna skip on that because I want a physical. Find anything yet? Several. Here, let's So mainly I'm working on my living alpha decks, but we found 2 shiny Weedle, a shiny alpha Garbodor, a shiny Magikarp, a shiny Vanillite, and a shiny Flaffy that we almost missed because it looks exactly like a normal Flaffy. If 3 empty spaces, how much would you hate me to realize that I played this game using only 4 Pokemon and just 2 random guys at all times? Why do you only have 3? I only need 3. I don't need more. Just like I asked in 2024, what were your predictions for the poll compared to the results? I haven't looked at the results yet, so I can't answer this question. I will say though, just from like Google does show me some graphics on the forums, which I can kind of showcase a little bit. Let me open it up. I'll show you guys some of the general results, and they're a little contradictory, which is confusing me. So the best way to put it is that the results of these polls, they confuse me. Okay. Well, let's give a little pause to the game, so we'll still hear the music. But I'll switch over to the poll just so I can show you guys some of the confusing responses and what I mean. So how old are you? This is just to weed out the babies. But surprisingly, a large amount of... you guys aren't old people. You're not old people, but like old people, you know? Like I consider 13 to 18, like you're still, like this is like middle school, high school. Like you're still a kiddo, but you know, you're young adult. You're kind of starting to like human. And then 19 to 25, that's like your trial period as adult. So like this is like baby version of adult. Like you are an adult legally, but like experientially you're just learning about the world of being an adult. So this is like the trial period. And then this is like, okay, you're actually an adult at this point. Like you've been through the fire and flames. You finished college. You've gone through the job search. You've kind of settled into your own in the world. So like this. So you're not old, but like you've peaked maturity basically. I think the human brain stops developing fully at like 25 or something like that. So like this is you've got fully developed brain at this point. Also, I should do this because I want to be able to see chat. I want to be able to see what you guys are saying. 25 plus made you feel so old. Nah. It's true though. It's true. It's not meant to like be disrespectful or anything. It's just, you know, my experience, and maybe it's not true. It's maybe just my experience of life, but. Okay, so one of the most interesting things is which formats do you want to, like, what do you enjoy watching? And most people said we like the voice acted stuff, but then it doesn't reflect in the actual views I get on the channel. So like if I go to videos, here's a voice acted one, it's 25k views, 28k views, 40k views, 50, which, I mean, that's not bad. Like 50 is good, 25 is like bare minimum. But then you go to like the non-voiced ones, 500,000 views, 240, 80,000. I guess Giovanni isn't voiced, but even Giovanni, like 47, like Misty is barely beating out Giovanni. And like, so just like, is it based on characters? Is it based on So it's like it's not reflected in the thing, but like I feel like the people who do respond to the survey are the ones who also watch all the content and they see that this is like more quality and more interesting. But it is very interesting to see that like this is the most liked, but performance wise it's not the best performing. Oh, people on stream like to hear your voice. Yeah, exactly. What games would you like to see more runs in? I kind of expected this. Like how BDSP is just the worst by 2 votes. But also people want to see runs in BDSP. That was surprising. I thought this would be 0. So I'm also surprised how little fan-made games got. Because I really thought people liked the fan games, but surprisingly people would rather see actual Pokemon games, Legends games, specifically in Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield more than Scarlet and Violet. What non-Pokemon game? This isn't too surprising. Most people know Mario and Splatoon. Splatoon Raiders, whenever that comes out, there will be stuff. And then this is like specific stuff for me to read through. If I were to do a second channel, I really expected Can X Become Champion to be the most voted. But I think people just wanted to stay on the main channel, which is why they didn't vote for it for second channel. The other one I thought people would vote highly for is the vlogs, because, you know, face reveal. But not that popular. The most popular is Let's Plays, which also surprises me because Let's Plays always do bad on YouTube. Which again is one of those things where just my brain doesn't understand because it's contrary to the experience of YouTube. So it's like people want to see Let's Plays, but then Let's Plays perform so bad. So it's just like, is the platform not connecting people to the content they want to see? Like, is the platform failing, or am I just too boring when I make them? I don't know. It's just very interesting that... And then some people just had no second channel. Surprisingly, nobody was interested in game reviews. Maybe a mix of everything. That doesn't work, unfortunately. For how often would you like to upload? It was funny because nobody had voted daily until last night. There was 0 votes for daily. But it seems most people agree 2 times a month is a decent versus weekly or monthly. Surprising, a number of people want shorts that are also skits. This is something I did not expect nor knew. So, good to know. The least wanted ones are just clips from the long form video, which is the ones I've been doing. So if you look at the shorts I have made, it's like these are clips from the long form videos. But then it's like, well, here's a scripted one, 9K, 20K, so they do better. Yeah, the scripted ones, 15. I don't know. It's a mix. Sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't. If you could financially support, a lot of people want merch, which makes sense, and then YouTube membership, because it's easier to stay on YouTube, I suppose. Maybe I try to do more with YouTube members. The reason that and other people have complained about this too, especially big channels, is that they put the member-only videos on the same page as the regular videos, and then sometimes they'll promote these videos out to people. So it's like, oh, you want to watch this video? Pay money. Which is really bad design, leaves a bad taste in my mouth. This should be like a separate tab. There should be like a membership tab that has all the... I'm scared to see what this is, but yeah. So like this just needs to be here and not show up on the videos part. It just needs to be under membership. Otherwise I do more for members, but... Yeah, that's kind of general. I gotta read through all of these just because it's like personal. But thank you guys for filling out the survey. I appreciate. It will help me make decisions. And it's also interesting to see when the decisions are a bit contrary to the actual experience of YouTube, which is wild because you'd expect it to reflect, but it's not reflecting. Personally, my favorite videos are tier ones. Good to know. Since you aren't always allowed to skip the gyms in Pokemon games, how are the battles? I just cheese them. Or I'll do the mirror match and then I'll be like, okay, we're done here. We've finished the mirror match. It really, sometimes they're very close as well, because the NPCs are usually kind of dumb, but sometimes they'll choose really good moves. And when that happens, it's just like, whoa. I'm supposed to be the main character, but I'm losing here. I wasn't sure if I heard a shiny noise or not. But yeah, YouTube be dumb sometimes. That's why it's so stressful. It's because a lot of the times you're just fighting with the platform not working as intended, or as expected. I would say maybe it works as intended by the, you know, the YouTube directors and all that, but not working as expected by the creators. Which is I mean, it's a struggle, but you know, we deal with it. We keep going. So yeah. Mirror matches, they're kind of funny. I just never show them off because it's like, oh, I am this character. I just punch myself in confusion. That's what I did with the Lance video. Like, Lance just punched himself in confusion. The way ZA is set up, I've been wondering if the Elite Four and Champion are still a thing. To answer your question, what the heck? Who's trying to kill me? I'm really far away from that zone. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, some guys are out for blood. There is a side quest that has you do Elite Four and Champion stuff. I'm not gonna say anything else, but you don't really become champion in this game. But there is a side quest. I'll say that. There is a side quest that involves becoming a champion of sorts. Okay, work meeting done. Did I miss any questions being answered? The one about... Nope, I have not talked about that one yet, no. Would you ever consider making more story-based content on other games? I'm kind of tempted to, but it's a bit harder to do for other games. I hate to say it, but Pokemon seems like very perfectly made for doing character runs. Or like replaying the game as different characters. Whereas other games, it's a bit harder to do that type of thing with the story. I might try. I'm open to suggestions. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I'll gladly try. I'm not opposed to trying. I'm not opposed to failing. I am, however, opposed to just making up random stuff for the sake of making up random stuff. So as long as there's like something for me to work with there, I'm willing to try it. Alright, who do we got? We got Vaporeon. Did you guys know that? Anyways, I already have. I already have Alpha Vaporeon. Yeah, the Frou-Frou League. I kind of want to shop it. Alpha shop it. Yeah, the side quests in this game were great, and in fact I have a video coming out. I can just... the idea is to publish it tomorrow, but I might publish it like later today. But I think I'll publish it tomorrow because channel anniversary, but the video's already late, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's about the best side quests in the game. It's out now for patrons on Patreon. Let's just check for shinies. No shinies here. I think I kind of want to go to that one late game area, but also I don't want to like accidentally spoil stuff for people, so I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, it is disgusting, and so I just make a very slight reference, but then... Okay, are you interested in playing Kirby Air Riders during the online demos? I was not aware that there's even online demos for Kirby Air Riders, but I think I'll try it out. A lot of my streamer friends absolutely love the idea of Kirby Air Riders, so I will most likely be getting the game so I can play it with my friends. Even though technically I'm not too keen on getting like fully priced Nintendo Switch 2 games because I'm not too happy with the price boost, but whatever. You know, the fact that a lot of my friends will be playing it, I'd like to play it with them. And they love the game, so maybe I'll also love the game. I'll give it a try. So yeah, I'll be getting in. If there is a demo, I'd like to try the demo first, actually. Like, I would love that. Yeah, I think I give a... Oh, but then some people just show up in the middle of stream, so I just won't go to that area. I'll do that in my personal time. Because even... Whoa! Was that the only shiny, or were there 2 shiny sounds? I think that was the only shiny. Shiny Fletchling. Why is everyone so concerned with the Bayleaf? It's my favorite Pokemon. I gave it an Eviolite. Bayleaf is my all-time favorite Pokemon. I'm very happy that it's finally in a mainline game as a starter. And I'm never gonna evolve it because it's my favorite. I'm probably like the one Bayleaf fan in existence. Shiny Burb. What do you think of France? That is a strange question. France is a country, alright. Actually, I've been to France in the airport. The airport is really big. They have a really big airport, and I had the best tiramisu ever at that airport. I also got stuck there because my flight was delayed. So they had to reroute me through Frankfurt, so I was stuck at the Paris airport for about 5 hours. And I mean, they treated me well. You know, people are like, oh, French people, haha, snobby, they don't like it if you... I don't know, they were very nice at the airport. I had really good tiramisu there. Best tiramisu I've ever had. It kind of ruined tiramisu for me. Like, I can't... Anywhere else I go and I eat tiramisu, I'm like, man, this is disappointing. Like, it was so good. It was godly. It was that good. It was chef kiss. Whoever that chef was, chef kiss. But not kissing the chef. Just mwah. Good job, chef. Give them a Michelin star just for how good they made that cake. It was just like a random cake from a cafe. And I also played the game Moonlighter there, and I really enjoyed it as an airport game. So if you're ever traveling and you need like a game to kill some time, I would recommend Moonlighter. It was very fun. It was very fun to play. The demo times are shown at the end of the Air Riders Direct. Vic would probably tell you when they are. Okay, I'm sure they'll scream at me. Like Vic, Squidman, Ellie, Michael is Dinosaur Michael. If you're around, tell me when the direct is. I mean when the times are, so I can try it out. Cause yeah, I'm down to try it. But what do I think of France? I don't know. I think I would like to visit. I think that's what I would like to do. I'd like to visit France, so I can make a proper opinion on them. Do you think you'll stream Splatoon Raiders when it releases? Yes. Well, it really depends on the type of game it is, but I'll stream it at least once, and then we'll go from there. One criticism I have for this game is I wish it had more soundtrack. Like, the music is good, but it's kind of samey after a while. Like, I kind of wish different areas had slightly different musics. That being said, still no shiny here. I do hear that the game spawns in like 10 shinies and that's it, so I'm wondering if there's like shinies on the rooftops that I just haven't found. and they're just existing and waiting for me to show up, and I just haven't. Just like, well, that's why you're not getting any of the shinies. Maybe. I find it funny that people are so agitated by the bay leaf, because it's just a bay leaf, man. What's the problem? No, it's just kind of silly. I play the game with the sound off. That is valid. Trying to think. Maybe Alpha Sableye? Who's your favorite PokeTuber? So I don't... Funny enough, I don't really watch much PokeTube. Oh, I can get Goomies because it's raining. I should go look for Goomy. I think Goomy shows up like in the courtyards. This is a good opportunity to look for a Goomy. Yeah, level 100 bay leaf is cool, exactly. Glad someone gets me. There's bunnies, Dawn is near. Dawn, go back, Dawn. I don't. It's too soon. This means I have a minute. Okay, I gotta lock in and hope that there's like a shiny Goomy down there. We're an alpha Goomy. I just a regular Goomy though. He's just normal. He's just normal Goomy. Hi. I forget the other Goomy spawn locations. This is the only one I've memorized. No Patrats. Shiny Goomy. But alas, no shiny Goomy for me. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's just like shiny spawned in somewhere and it's just waiting for me to find it. Oof. No! I'm gonna miss him! Cause it's Dawn! Stupid. I don't like Dawn anymore. Friendship with Dawn is over. If you don't fully evolve your Pokemon, you're missing out. That's why people are freaking out. They're not evolving your baby. No, it's no longer Alpha. Sigh. Sigh. Gamers, no. He was an Alpha Goomy and now he's a Beta Goomy. Man. Man. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Maybe the other Goomies become an Alpha now instead. Me. You're so close. You're so close to getting an Alpha Goomy. Clock had other things in mind, I suppose. Does the game ever spawn a battle zone on top of you? The first... you know, it has not happened to me yet. So I don't know. Maybe it's possible, but it has not occurred. It does spawn in 3 battle zones at a time. So, like... Maybe I'm just never in a battle zone. I was wondering if this Pichu ever becomes Alpha, but I don't think he does. So in terms of favorite PokeTuber, I don't particularly watch PokeTube. It's just a tree of Kakuna on it. What is happening? What is... Okay, I'm just gonna... They're having a meeting. Yeah, why is the hold limit for Mega Crystals? This is one of my biggest criticisms for this game. Because you literally need several thousands of these. I see it. I see the... How do I get there? How do I... I see where you are. How do I... Let me pin this so I don't forget. Oh, I don't want to pin the clothes. Okay, so I'm gonna pin here. I have to go from here and then do this run. I'm gonna check down in this courtyard real quick. Oh, this is perfect. I get 2 Goomies. I'm gonna fight him with my level 100 Bayleaf just to agitate people. But yeah, the fact that the hold limit is only like 1,000 when you clearly need several thousand is a bit of a crime. I can't believe they did that. And he didn't catch. That's sad. Alright, we'll go to the next one. I don't know, what is even the best way to approach this? Pokemon Center? No close spins here exactly. Okay, so I don't really watch that many Poketubers because I don't know. Like I watch like random facts. I think so. I don't really have a favorite, but I'll name a few that I do tend to watch from time to time. I'll name 3. I'll give you guys 3 Poketubers that I do watch from time to time. Not necessarily my favorites, just I enjoy their content. There's, I believe Candy Eevee is the name. There's like a little British girl. She does like animations. And she just kind of talks about her experience with the, it's not even Pokemon games, it's just a Pokemon franchise. And I enjoy it, I don't know, it's just nice to listen to. Sometimes I'll watch Tyranitar Tube, because he got some crazy theories going on, and the alpha's gone, isn't it? And the alpha's gone, isn't it? Because the rain stopped. So I missed not 1 but 2 alpha goomies. Dang it. What else do I watch? I recently watched Shiny Catherine's also good. Yeah, she just posts. Kind of, I don't know. Her videos are very like slow paced, but I like that. Because usually a lot of videos are like very quick edit. And hers is just like, yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just walking around. She's also the only other person I know who uses the camera feature and is frustrated by the fact that when you click the button to remove the outlines, it has the little crosshairs still in the middle. I agree with her on that, because I also want to do like a little bit more cinematics. I don't know, Woofy is informative, but like I don't really care about competitive. So I don't really watch Woofy a lot. But I have respect for the hustle and all the stuff he does. I just not an active viewer. But much respect to him for all the stuff he does for the comp stuff. Like, also, and a lot of people were complaining how do people even get up to these rooftops? It's like there's all these doors, we just can't go in them. Okay, before I get canceled for saying something bad, I'm not gonna say anything bad, but you know. What's your all-time favorite Pokemon character from any Pokemon game? This is another hard question to answer because I don't necessarily have a favorite character. But like, you know, in terms of most difficult character to battle, Nessa. In terms of champions, Cynthia's pretty nice. Steven Stone, I like Steven Stone. He just likes rocks. He's cool. He's a cool guy. He just like rock. He's simple man. I don't really have that big of a list of characters I absolutely like. I like the design of Gwen in this game. Ivor, he's a silly man. He's a silly guy. I don't really have an all-time favorite. Congrats for 8 years. Thank you. The real question is, will I make it to 10 years? That's the real question. Yeah, I like my version of Milo, but in-game Milo kind of has no personality. Ivor punched through. Yeah, he just head empty punch everything, which I don't know. I just think it's funny, and the dynamic between him and Emo is very funny. But I'm not gonna explain the actual dynamic. You should play the game and find out for yourself. But it was very funny. Does Wooloo count as a Pokemon character? Again, I kind of like my characterization of Wooloo rather than the Wooloo itself, so... How much does he work out? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. Can Can you play Smash on a live stream? The answer to that question is actually no. The reason why I don't really cover or play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or not all regular, either version, is because it's extremely laggy for some reason. Ooh, Alpha Helioptile! Yes! Might not be shiny, but I still want him because he's big. So yeah, it lags a lot, so it's not a fun experience, and so I don't want to stream it. That's as simple as that. I don't enjoy playing it. I don't enjoy streaming it. It's too laggy. It's not for me. You got the 4 hair spikes, yeah. I know being here gives spoilers, but don't give major plots. But yeah, exactly, yeah. All I'm gonna say is there's a good interaction. When you get to the interaction, you enjoy it. But that's in general, like in this game, something I liked is that the characters actually interact with each other. Whereas in regular Pokemon games, there's usually very little interaction between the characters. It's just like, hi, we exist in the same world. And that is the extent of our interaction with each other. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of bland. But in this game, like, they actually like interacted. Like, all the characters interact with one another, and it's very nice to see. I want them to do that more in future games. What made you start in YouTube? What makes you stay? Well, we kind of talked about what made me start, which is I couldn't get a job, and I wanted to do something. So I was like, all right, I'll make videos. I'll learn how to edit, and then why did I stick around? Well, it's I like the community. So the answer is kind of you guys watching this live stream right now. Like, I like the community. I like the creators and the space. Like, I've made a lot of good friends who are creators, and I hope we're friends and not just creator friends. But sometimes you're unsure and kind of, you know, use your gut feeling. So some people will only be your friend because you are a creator of a certain size, and other people are just genuinely your friends. And a lot of the people who are just genuinely your friends are like some of the best friends I've made. Like, really awesome people. So I would not have gotten to meet them without YouTube, and I'm very grateful for that. So it's kind of why I stay. And also you guys, yeah. Like, people enjoy what I make. So I'll keep making it. You know, I mean, I'm grateful for all the people. It takes a lot of people to even make it possible. Same for like the voice stuff. Like, it's not just me, it's like me and 20 other people doing a thing. And I mean, like, I'm the glue who puts it all together and organizes it, but like, it's still like the effort of a lot of other people. It's a small community in a way, and I like it. That's, I don't want to get too sappy. I don't want to get too sappy. But like, you know, I'd also like doing a science, exploring video games. I don't know. I'm a nerd, and the fact that I can do nerd stuff is nice. And I hope I can continue to do nerd stuff, but it's hard. It's getting harder and harder, which I hate. But like, I don't know. I'll try my best to figure it out. I'll try my best to make it work. Die, Salamence. When did you first get exposed to Splatoon and Pokemon? I think I know who asked this question because they asked I've already answered it earlier. Are you still here? Or should I save this one for later? I'll answer. Alright, we got the Alpha Bagon. I believe, unless there's like an Alpha Fennec in here. This is all the Pokemon I need from this area. Is Vic one of your not just... Yeah, no. Vic is like a lifelong friend at this point. We met under the stupidest possible circumstance of a very toxic creator just tossing us in VC with each other. And that toxic creator, but, you know, both Vic and I were like, what the heck? And then we became friends after we were like, what just happened? And then we were friends after that. So it's nice. It's been a good friendship, even though it started in a very stupid way, but so what first got me exposed to Pokemon in Splatoon? So for Splatoon, my brother got the game on the Wii U. It was his fault. I would not have played Splatoon myself, but my brother was playing Splatoon, and he was really struggling with it. I was like, what is this game that you're struggling with and getting so mad over? And he's like, oh, it's Splatoon, we got the amiibos for it, so he was trying to do like one of the challenge battles, and he was really struggling with it. What is your favorite Pokemon? And let me introduce you to my favorite Pokemon of a Bayleaf. Never evolving it. Bayleaf is the best. So I kind of just, my brother introduced me to Splatoon. I would not have ever played Splatoon. I'm not a guy who likes shooter games. Shooter is not a genre I'm usually into, but he was struggling a lot with it, and I was kind of like, oh, this is kind of fun, and I tried to help him out on the stage, and I enjoyed it. So it was all uphill from there. All downhill from there? I don't know. It was a hill of some sorts. And then how did I get exposed to Pokemon? Well, I was still a wee little lad going to school, and in the morning they had morning afternoons. There were like morning cartoons before you, so like I would wake up and while I eat breakfast I would watch morning cartoons, and sometimes they were like cool cartoons and sometimes they were curse cartoons. Some of them weren't even cartoons, so like Teletubbies was on. There was Beyblade, and then one of them was Pokemon, and I was like, ah, this seems kind of cool. I like Pokemon. So I just, my exposure to Pokemon was through the anime. I want a non-shiny for the Living Ducks. And then the first mainline Pokemon game I played was Gold and Silver, but it wasn't in a legit way because, well, surprise, surprise, East Europe during the 1990s wasn't exactly a peak place for Nintendo consoles to exist. Everyone's kind of broke. And so I played the bootleg version, which is why I think bootleg versions of games are somewhat justified, because maybe you just can't afford the game right now. Maybe it's a good way to get exposed to it and fall in love with a series. Maybe I need to go heal my favorite Pokemon so it doesn't die. And yeah, that's kind of how I got exposed to Pokemon. It was the anime, and then and the high seas version of Gold and Silver. But yeah. Okay, next up, when will you make a new Pokemon video? This, I really hope this is just a person being facetious, because or they just don't watch the voice stuff, because I would like to point out I would like to point out 2 weeks ago Pokemon video, 3 weeks ago Pokemon video, month ago Pokemon video, month ago Pokemon vid. I've been posting Pokemon videos for like on a weekly basis, except for last week when I no-lifed ZA. And then I'll probably continue posting Pokemon videos on a weekly basis. So I don't know if they just didn't watch this stuff, or if they're being facetious, but the answer is soon. The answer is soon. Randomly, my first exposure to Pokemon was back on a Lunchables box. That is a strange way to get exposed to Pokemon. Are you playing on Switch 2 or Switch 1? Switch 2. The physical copy of Legend ZA does work on Switch 1 as well, but the Switch 2 version is significantly better in terms of graphics and performance, and I would not choose to play the Switch 1 version. What was your favorite video to make? I kind of covered this, but it was the Milo video. It was fun. I was struggling to exist. More recent videos, I really liked the Lance video. I thought it was one of my best written videos. I like how she'll block you and say your Pokemon are already healthy, so you don't just accidentally keep spamming the healing. That was like a nice little quality of life they added. Let's go on to the next one. Potato? The only thing I did is got rid of the duplicate questions. I didn't actually read them. Yes. Potato. Saving? What that? Yeah. What's your favorite guinea pig breed? I don't know any guinea pig breeds. So, I don't have an answer for that one. The generic one. They do go alpha. Oh, okay. I preemptively send them out because it saves time. I don't have trust issues. You have trust issues. He's not a real one. No! Not like this. P. Doesn't sound cool. A Pokemon game with a cruise tour around all the regions. And you make a new team each region. That would be fun, but Pokemon will never do that. Because once they give us that, there's no going back to just one region game. Swablu. The sun will be setting soon. Which means I should not go catch Pokemon. I should just chill at the cafe for a moment and answer some more questions. What was your favorite type of video to make and why? In terms of the writing process, I really like the voiced Can X Become Champion. In terms of the editing process, I hate it because it's just so much editing. Like, it's a crazy amount of editing. Oh, look who it is. Anyways, it's a crazy amount of editing. I like the science videos where I do a science on a game just to kind of figure out a mechanic. And I have one of those coming up soon on the best way to level up in ZA. So I'm kind of excited to make it. I'll probably work on that one over the weekend actually. What's taking a break? What's taking a break? In Ecuador, they actually have a special bigger breed of guinea pigs, and they breed them for eating. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried guinea pigs, so I can't say. As someone who absolutely has no knowledge about Pokemon, I kind of have to say, I kind of enjoy this game. Apparently, Laura, this is the worst Pokemon game ever made. But I like it. It's a small confined space. It's fun to catch Pokemon. It's fun to do the battles. What if they made a game like Pokemon Home, but an actual game? Every region gets added every game. I feel like if Pokemon ever went like a life service game, that's what they would do. Kind of like Genshin Impact or like other gacha games. Like they just start with one region and then they do like a lot. Like it takes a year to get all the story for that region, and then they add another region. I kind of want to see that happen, and they could make it happen, but the fact that it would have to be a gacha game and like even more money hungry kind of makes me not want it to happen, but it would be cool to see. Where did you get the idea for the challenge runs with an overarching story? So I kind of did a couple of runs that didn't have any story, so it was Marnie, Hop, Beatty, Leon. And by the fourth or fifth one, I was like, okay, this is getting too samey for me personally. Like as a writer and editor, it's just like, okay, well, it's the same trainers you fight. Like the only thing different is the team, and it's getting boring for me to do. Now, of course, a good way to spice it up is to just go play a different game and make a video on Big Bulbasaur, Bigasaur. But then I was like, well, like what's my reason for even traveling as these trainers? And then I figured, well, what if I add a little bit of voicing? So I tried it with Nessa. It's just kind of commenting along with Nessa and some other characters, and I kind of liked it. Is that a shiny Vaporeon? Oh, did it despawn? Oh, I hope it did not despawn. Yeah, quickly. I'm pretty sure that's a shiny Alpha Vaporeon over. Nope, it's just normal. Dang it. Okay, one more try catching. Oh, this might not even catch. That's the worst part. He might not even catch. Big, Boba Big. Okay, never mind. He's very easy to catch. He had the 4 arrows too! I don't like this game anymore. What the heck was that? Have you experienced Groundhog Day? Yes. I get deja vu frequently. Depends a lot on your taste of food. I personally don't like it. It's too gamey for me. I see. The Megas in ZA are alright, but they aren't as good as the OG Megas. Yeah, they feel very silly. Do you nickname your Pokemon? Usually not. For me, Pokemon was hard to get into because I see so many people who know about everything about Pokemon, so I was like, I don't know anything. Ah. Yeah, no, usually Pokemon... People are very critical of Pokemon for having long tutorial sections. But I think it's good that they have the tutorial because it's there for people like you who haven't been playing Pokemon their whole life. Which is completely valid. How can you tell one is shiny? They'll usually sparkle. We haven't seen it, and like they're a different color, but we haven't seen one at the moment. I can show you in my boxes. So this is a regular Magikarp. He's yellow. I mean, he's not yellow. This is not yellow. So regular Magikarp is red, and then shiny Magikarp is golden. So like they're a different color than the regular Pokemon, or slightly different. Some of them look very similar to the actual, but yeah. So they're just a slightly different color, and they usually do like a little sparkle. I don't know if the sparkle will show up. No, it doesn't. But they do show up in the wild, yeah. And they're much harder to show up, so they're considered rare. Hence the appeal of shiny hunting. I'm mainly trying to catch the big versions, because there's basically like normal, and then there's big, and I want to catch all the big versions as well of the Pokemon. And then if I get shinies along the way, that's awesome. And if I don't, womp womp, it's okay. Have you watched Mega X and Y shaped video? No. I think there might be a typo, so I'm not understanding your question completely though. I think the issue for me is less why do you have a tutorial and why do you not make the tutorial skippable? Yeah, it could very much be like, oh, you've played these games before? Okay, you can skip the tutorials, or there's just a tutorial for the new mechanics. But they just kind of force everyone through the tutorials and they're kind of long, so people tend to complain, but like it's not that bad. They're not that long. I think if I take a peek from here, I'll see if the Bergmites are shiny. And they're not. So we can leave. I had a really cute one, and it said evolve. It became ugly. No! Oh. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that kind of happens sometimes. Not all of them evolve into very pretty Pokemon. Some of them just look ugly. But you can always catch another one. All the Mega Pokemon are X and Y shaped video. Oh yes, yeah. And I know about the theory too, yeah. I've heard it many a times. I'm like, yeah, I mean they're onto something. They're onto something with that theory, alright. Does evolve make them stronger? Usually yes. So like their stats will be better. So here, just for comparison again. So people were like asking me, why don't you evolve your Bayleaf? And I'm like, well, I like my Bayleaf, but if you look at the stat difference between Bayleaf and Meganium, you see that Meganium has much better stats. Sometimes they also get access to better moves, so they'll do more damage in battle, but like, you can still very much beat the game without evolving the guys you like. That's at least my take on it, but some people be like, no, you must get strong Pokemon. You must be the strongest you could ever be, and only then. And it's like, nah, this is the easy baby game. You can beat it with any Pokemon, right? Right? I've struggled many a times not being able to beat this easy baby game with any Pokemon. But it is beatable with any team. Maybe you have to use a little bit more strategy if you want to use all the Pokemon you like, but nah, ask away. I am basically a teacher at heart, so I love explaining stuff. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm glad to explain. Literally doing a Q&A where I'm answering questions. Do you have any allergies, and if so, what Pokemon would... Do you have any allergies, and if so, what Pokemon would they use in their team? I don't understand this question. I'm allergic to cats and dogs. So I guess there will be a cat team and a dog team, where one of them is just a team of cats and one of them is just a team of dogs. I don't know if that's the answer you're looking for, whoever asked this question, but yeah, no. That's the answer you're getting. It's quite literally not thinking correctly when typing that question. Forgive me. Also, it was you exposing yourself, I see. That's okay, it's a silly question. Yeah, I mean, I assume my allergies, if they were a Pokemon trainer, they would just use the Pokemon I'm allergic to. Just to troll me. I don't even know what other Pokemon I need for this. Let's see what I'm looking for. Stars raining cats and dogs. Yeah, I would die. I need Pichu. I need ice cream. I need all the Flabébés. Oh yeah, the little Sandile. Is it a fur allergy specific to cats and dogs? Well, I'm allergic to both. I don't know if I'm allergic to other animals that have fur. But it's a genetic allergy, because my dad also has it. And it's also age-gated, so I wasn't allergic to cats and dogs until I turned 25, and then the gene triggered, and then I got... It was the same for my dad. He was not allergic to cats or dogs when he was young, and they had a lot of pets, but now he's like very allergic to cats and dogs. So we have a lizard instead, because we're not allergic to lizard. So we have a bearded dragon. I'm pretty sure that's a question later on. Do you have any pets? I have a bearded dragon named Waddles. It's technically, you know, my brother wanted him as a pet. He wanted a pet, and he was like, ah, let's get a ferret, let's get a cat. And I'm like, cats are cute, but like, Dad and I are allergic, so like, it's not gonna work out. Which is sad, but I mean, that's life. You don't get to choose your genes. Unless we're talking about the pants you're wearing, in which case you do get to choose your jeans, but in general, you don't really get a choice in the jeans. Kind of just like whatever you get is what you got. What about hamsters? I don't know. But yeah, the reason I found out about the cat allergy that had finally activated is I was on a trip with my now ex-girlfriend, but we're visiting like her family friends. And they had a cat, and the cat loved me. Like, instantly came, started to cuddle, fell asleep on me, and then I was just like, why is it getting hard to breathe? Is there stuffy in here? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, this must be the allergy thing they spoke of. Okay, now let me dodge so they don't actually die while it's catching the Pokemon. And then I was like, no, the allergy, the time has come, the allergy is activated, and despite cats liking me, I can no longer like the cats back because I will literally die. So, I'm allergic to dust, roaches, and shrimp. I can eat shrimp without worry, but it gives me a tingling feeling, yeah. I'm also allergic to some medicine. So for the dysautonomia thing, one of the ways they correct for it is one of antidepressants. The specific antidepressant seems to work on helping like the nerve restore, but I was allergic to the antidepressant. I was not actually depressed, but I was very allergic to that, so I only took it once, and almost had to go to the ER. And then I'm also slightly allergic to Benadryl, which is a medicine for allergies. So, it's weird. Yeah, I'm allergic to not being depressed. If I'm not depressed, am I even trying? So anyways, I have to be extra careful to not get depressed because I'm apparently allergic to depression medication. So, yay! This is a Pokemon video game? Why is it about allergies? I'm here for it. Oh, it's a Q&A for my channel anniversary because I've been doing YouTube for 8 years. Also, my coffee is very cold at this point. What is your favorite character from Pokemon Legends EA? Design-wise, I really like Gwen. Like, she got the... I don't know, she's just cute as a button. Like, that's how I would describe her. I really like her design. And like her characterization as well. It's just like, hi, I'm an introvert, but my brother is this very loud, very carefree muscle brain, and I have to fix every mistake he makes. And I'm like, this is just like me for real, for real. Not my brother. My brother's alright, but like, I'm usually having to be like the responsible one for others, and I'm just like, I relate. And then she's just like introvert. And I'm just like, this is me. I like this character, and I don't know, I like the design too. Like the colors are very, like they fit very well. I'll probably do a run as her at some point. So I'd say this is like my favorite character from ZA. But yeah. Oh look, it's the Wild Zone. Sums up the stream relationship you have with Squid. I'm also allergic to Squidman, yeah. Roserade. Man, I'm still... I should have saved for that Alpha Bulbasaur. Jolteon? Oh, we already have Pangoro, so we're gonna go for the Jolteon. And in fact, I'm gonna save first, so if it escapes, I can catch it. What do you do aside from YouTube? So when I'm in the US, not much. Because everything's far away and I cannot drive because of the dysautonomia, so I'm kind of like stuck to wherever my parents or brother are willing to drive me. So I'll usually like go to a park or something, or go to coffee. While I'm in Europe, I like to travel a lot. I like to... I'm a bit of a... almost like a food... like maybe I should start a channel like the review of the week. Because I like trying different foods in different restaurants, and somewhat of a food critic unintentionally. Like I genuinely enjoy doing that. Like I'll go to restaurants and I'll try everything on their menu. Not at the same time, but like, you know, I'll show up like once a week and I'll try something different that I haven't already tried. So I like trying different foods. I love going to parks and botanical gardens specifically. Low-key, a dream of mine is to just visit every botanical garden on Earth, but I think that's too ambitious of a dream. I don't think that's gonna happen, so I try not to dream about it too much, but like I would love to do that. And I like doing nature photography. I rarely take my camera out with me, but I really like taking pictures of flowers and plants and that type of stuff. Yeah, that's about all I do. I don't know, like, in Bulgaria I'll go like trivia night with my friends, we'll go hiking, foraging for mushrooms with my grandpa, that's a fun thing to do. Bird watching, surprisingly, bird watching is not one of the things I do, but Michael, I think he was lurking here earlier, he's kind of getting me into bird watching a little bit. He showed me this app about the birds, and I'm kind of sold. I'm kind of like, birds seem kind of cool all of a sudden. But why bird watch when you can bird photograph? Like, let me get my camera, the giant lens, and then just like take pictures of the birds. Just need a pancham from here. But I don't see an alpha pancham. My grandpa used to have his own plants. Honestly, I would love to have a botanical garden at one point. You know how YouTubers usually do, like, they're like, oh, I opened an animal sanctuary. I like horses, blah, blah. I'm like, I want a botanical garden. Can I do that? Can I one day make a botanical garden? What is that gonna take? Maybe I become a Twitch streamer. Get into some drama. I can't do that. I can't get on drama intentionally, but... See, I also like the 100% thing, so it's like, oh, maybe visit every major botanical garden. I would also love to work at a botanical garden. I've actually applied to work at several botanical gardens, because like, basically my degree is in marketing. So I've applied to work as like any marketing related position, but like I've yet to get hired. But I would love to work at or for a botanical garden. I doubt that's ever gonna happen, but maybe older Vasko, who's done being the Vasko games at some point, will do that. Who knows? Just doing Ghost type run in ZA for Halloween. What do you think of my team? Sableye, Bayonet, Frostlass, Alpha Trevenant, Haunter. I'll probably replace the Haunter with something. I know it's like you can't evolve it, or you can be like me and don't care and just don't evolve him and then just crush everything with a Haunter. But Haunter's kind of squishy. Like Bayleaf works because it's bulky, but Haunter's kind of squishy. So you know, at your own risk. Oh look, it's the potted plant that I thought was a shiny Pidgey. You guys remember this? What a nice bench. No, this is a pot. You become Vasko plants. You know, I love visiting botanical gardens. Even like when I was I went to London a long while ago to visit my aunt. And while we were landing, I saw this big pagoda, and I was like, why is there a pagoda in London? And it turned out it was a botanical garden. And I was like, I choose this over like Disney any day of the year. I would rather go 100% a giant botanical garden. It was the Kew Botanical Garden, which is where PewDiePie got married. So I'm just like, oh, like he chose that as his wedding venue. I'm like, he got good taste. Monkeys. Shiny plant. I mean, yeah. This is such a good spot too. Let me put these guys in the boxes where they belong. I'm a Haunter confirmed. I was like, why is there nothing showing up on this side? It's okay, Jolteon. And then I don't think I even have a Shuppet in here, so I don't know where it's supposed to go. Fire Monkey, I need one more Fire Monkey. Where does the Shuppet go? I haven't put this in order. This is not in numerical order. Okay. And then I'll save just in case. What's your favorite Pokemon game? And if it's not Sword and Shield, why do you play it anymore? What are your favorite games in general? So my favorite Pokemon game is Gold and Silver. Technically Hard Gold, Soul Silver remake versions, I like those. But I'm I like the OG games. I'm an OG gamer. Those are my favorite Pokemon games. Sword and Shield are my favorite Pokemon games on the Switch. Mainly because they're the most functioning Pokemon games on the Switch. Like, and the other games function too, but it's like the main actually complete Pokemon game. You have access to a lot of Pokemon. You have access to a lot of moves. I wish that Gible was an alpha. And Sword and Shield has grown on me. I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of Sword and Shield when it came out. The story is really bad. It's got a lot of room for improvement, but it's enjoyable enough for me to play. What are some of my favorite games in general? I really like Xenoblade, the series, but Xenoblade 2 is my favorite Xenoblade. Not just because of Pyra, I just really like the storytelling in that game. And it's very controversial, apparently. Some people hate the storytelling in Xenoblade 2, but I think it's got really good storytelling. If you can overlook Tora. If you can overlook the ridiculousness that is Tora, you'll like Xenoblade 2. I've really enjoyed the Fire Emblem series in terms of gameplay. But I've only played 2. I'm currently playing the... So if you get the Switch online, you get access to like these. I'm playing the one with the twins. I forget what it's called. I also have Unicorn Overlord ready to try out. So I like tactical RPGs. I really love the Atelier series. I don't make videos on them, but this is like my guilty pleasure games. You're just an alchemist. It's like a slice of life anime, but you're an alchemist. So you go collect materials, you do side quests, and then you craft stuff. And it's I've been slowly getting more and more of the physical copies of these games because I've only played 4 right now. I want to finish Sophie fully. They recently released the game. I don't know. I really like the series. It's like a very comfort, cozy kind of series, and I enjoy it. None of those are shiny, right? They're just chilling. They're just chilling. Yeah, I think those are the ones that come to mind at the moment. I'm sure there's probably other games I like CarQuest and CarQuest and that type of stuff. But like in general, I'd say those are my go-tos. Have you played Zelda? Yes. I haven't actually played the older Zelda games. I started with Breath of the Wild. So my exposure to Zelda is very different, and I kind of don't like the older Zelda games. Shiny! Wait, he's not shiny. He's Alpha Froakie though. I want. Okay, so how does... I might have to like reset here if he sees me. We'll see. I wish this targeting worked. I'm pushing the button. I'm pushing the button, he's not targeting. Nest ball. Come on. Get the Froakie. Yes! Now I get Big Greninja. Sorry, I had to lock in for that one. My main issue with 2 were the bad tutorials and the... Yeah, that is true. The gacha was not enjoyable. Just give me all the characters. Tor is definitely the worst of that group. The blushy crushy scene though. But everyone remembers it. It was bad, but everyone remembers it. By the way, alphas never run away. Oh, that's good to know. And with this, I'll take my... Okay, thank you, Suit, for all the help. I appreciate. Game, why no gyro aiming? Exactly. Said it was the hardest for her to voice, so I just feel justified in that opinion. That is fair, yeah. If you could, would you live in / move back to Bulgaria? I'm actually considering doing that. Like, I'm at this point in life, I'm genuinely considering doing that. Because, as I mentioned, like, yes, the US has certain comforts. Yes, I'm grateful for, like, all the opportunities I had here for, like, especially education. But in terms of quality of life, it's getting to the point where the quality of life in Bulgaria is better than the quality of life in the US. And the US is just getting so expensive to be in, to the point where not only can I not afford to like exist and be happy here, but like other people can't. People with jobs can't. And it's kind of sad. So I'm kind of tempted to move back to Bulgaria, yeah, because I can buy a house for about 100K, which if I'm making minimum wage American, that's enough money to buy a house there, to live comfortably. And here in the US, minimum wage, I actually make a little bit more than minimum wage. So it's around, here, I'll just say it, I don't care. You guys can know how much I make a year. I make 20K, basically. And that's with all the videos, all the patron support, all the Twitch subs, all the memberships, and me doing a side job as a research assistant doing coding projects. So this is me working 2 jobs. I make 20K a year, basically. So it's slightly more than minimum wage. In fact, I just call it minimum wage because minimum wage is actually like 14K. But it's still like nothing. It's zero money here. Like, you can't do anything with this much money in the US on a yearly basis. But in Bulgaria, that's like the average income. So everyone can live off of that much comfortably. And that's talking like you go out to restaurants, you go to the movies, to the theater, you go to an event, like you live in life. It's not just existing, which like here you can barely afford that with minimum wage. So it's not just existing, you can like enjoy being alive too, that's a whole different question. So yeah, I'm kind of tempted. I'm thinking about it. A reason I haven't jumped the gun yet is because Bulgaria will be switching over to the euro on January 1st, so it's kind of gonna be a little bit of a mess. So I'm waiting for that storm to resolve, and then after that, I'm kind of gonna make a big decision on whether or not to move back. But I'm very tempted to. I mean, the like quality of life in the US is decreasing, quality of life in Bulgaria is increasing. Plus, I have like IRL friends there. I have IRL friends here, but they're all like far away. So like we only see each other like once every month or 2. And all my other friends here are like online friends who live very far away. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Like I like my friends here as well, but it's hard to see them. It's hard to hang out because it's expensive. So I am tempted to move back to Bulgaria. Yeah. Long answer to a short question. But I'm considering it. With the quality of life being my main factor that I'm considering, because it's just like you only live once. I mean, I'm gonna be getting older. I'm gonna die in hopefully at least 40 years from now, and not sooner than that. But your dog comes from Bulgaria. Why do you have a Bulgarian dog? What's the story there? Happy channel anniversary, yo Squag! It's been so long since I've seen you. How you been? Hope life's treating you well. What's your favorite Pokemon region of all time, and why is the Johto region? It's because I don't know. That's where my Pokemon journey got started. I like the aesthetics. I like the sounds. I like the Pokemons. I don't know. It just seems like a chill region apart from the Team Rocket stuff. Oh, they're underpriced at first, and then they go back to the... See, it's the opposite in Bulgaria. Things are getting really expensive right now. Like, price inflation is crazy because everyone's like, oh, we can't raise prices once the euro comes in, so we have to raise the prices now. Which is so stupid because there's like a lot of opportunists that are trying to profit. Which, I mean, it sucks, but, I mean, is what it is, so... It was a rescue dog. Oh, that's very nice. B. Actually, I realized Pikachu has 2 variants. It's got the heart tail and the non-heart tail. I already have 2 female Pikachu, so I'm not catching that one. Yeah, shrinkflation is also a thing. Yes, there's a lot of things to consider. What was your first shiny Well, it doesn't say first, but I'm assuming the question is what is my first. It looks like it's trying to say first. My first shiny Pokemon was a shiny Pokemon I couldn't even catch. It was a shiny Zigzagoon. And unfortunately, I ran into it before I finished the tutorial in Ruby and Sapphire. Which meant I had no Pokeballs, which meant I could not catch. Which meant I saw a shiny, and I was incapable of throwing a ball and capturing it. So that was kind of unfortunate, but doing alright considering living in the US right now. Yeah. The heart tail of the female and straight tail, yeah. Completely understand wanting to move out of here. Yeah, I'm tempted. But also quality of life. Like, I was so happy over the summer. Surrounded by friends, family, we're doing stuff. I mean, there were a couple of days here and there that were kind of crummy, but here in the US, it's just like I sit and work. And then I go to the park, and then I go to the store, and then I sit and work. And in part it could be because I don't have as many like real life friends here because they're all far away, but how many shinies do you have in this game? Let me put the Froakie away real quick. I'm gonna need more Froakies. In this game, we have gotten this many. I don't know how many this is. Is it 12? And then 3, so 15? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Also, one moment, gamers. I'm getting a call from my mom, and then we'll continue. Gamers, my mom does not understand the YouTube thing. I would not put her on a live stream and just be like, "Hi, mom, you're on live stream right now. Talk." She'd be like, "What?" Now, I was told Swirlix and X for me, and I wonder traded it away since I wanted to start a new file. Aw. You know, my parents don't understand this whole YouTube thing. Like, my dad watches YouTube, but, like, he doesn't understand YouTube as a job. To them, I'm just sitting at home playing video games all day. If you could do YouTube full-time, would you? I am doing YouTube full-time. And I also have to work a part-time job to make enough money to qualify for health insurance in the US. It's great. So yes, I do it full-time. It's kind of hard to do full-time though. Like, so many things have to go right for you to be able to do it full-time. But trying to make it work as best I can. What's your favorite type of cheese? Who is this? Is this a cheese lover? This is cheese. There was a guy called Cheese Lover in chat earlier. I'm pretty sure this is their question. I like the Bulgarian feta cheese. It's not really feta. It's like a different cheese, but feta is the best way to describe it. Yo, now I don't have to evolve the Heliolisk. Because he's big and he's right here. Why am I trying to catch it in a net ball? I deserve his rage. Do you live with your parents? Yes, I do live with my parents. I think it's a pretty normal thing at this point, especially considering how expensive rent is nowadays. Because like the option is live with parents or rent, but like live with 3 other people because you can't afford rent on your own. So the Q&A thing, there's a survey in the description. You can fill it out and submit a question, but you can just ask me in chat at this point, because I'm not adding questions from the survey at this point. Too much effort. Yeah, I love the Helioptile. One run I want to do that I haven't mentioned yet is, can the reporter become champion in Sword and Shield, because she has a Helioptile. I want to do that run. Which box is Helioptile one? Okay. Boom. Okay, how do you choose the character for your character run videos? It's just characters I like, or characters that seem popular, and the main thing I look at when deciding which characters to do runs with is their team accessible in the game. Unfortunately, after Dexit, since you cannot have every Pokemon in every game, you kind of gotta go through and make sure you can even use their team in the game. And not only that, but can you use their team in a reasonable location progress in the game. So for example, a lot of people wanted a Can Blaine become champion for the Let's Go series, and I wanted to do that too, because Blaine as a character is great, and Red Inkling, who voices Blaine, does such an amazing job that it's made me like Blaine even more. And I'm very sad that I cannot do a Blaine run, because all the fire types are literally, like, except for Growlithe or whatever, like half of the fire types are not accessible until the late game, until after you've beaten Blaine's gym. And I'm just like, this makes me sad, because it means I cannot do a run as Blaine. Oh yeah, I can get Vic back in for voicing a character, and I already have sprites! I already have sprites done for the interview crew, so I don't have to commission more art. It's a win-win. Can Schoolgirl no, we're not doing the random NPCs yet. Not that far gone. Do you want the hard mode in Pokemon? Actually, no. I think Pokemon is hard enough as it is, which might be a hot take, I realize, because a lot of people complain that Pokemon is very easy. But ultimately, Pokemon is very easy because you spam revives, potions, and use a very wide variety of teams. Usually including very powerful Pokemon on your teams. You don't run teams of mediocre Pokemon and then you're like, well, the game is easy, and it's like, yeah, bring 5 Rayquazas to the grass type gym and it's gonna be an easy gym battle. Sort of a bottle episode for Can X become champion, yeah. So do I want the games to be harder? No, I think they're actually perfectly fine on the difficulty. And this might be a hot take, but it's my take. Yeah, just do a Nuzlocke. Nuzlocks themselves are hard. Especially since I tend to like turn my brain off. Yeah, I'm bad at Nuzlocks. I turn my brain off at times. I think there's a Alpha Lucario that shows up here, so I'm gonna, not Lucario. You guys know what I meant. Alpha Absol. So no, I do not want a hard mode in Pokemon. Do you like cats? Kind of vaguely answered this question before. I do like cats, but I am allergic to cats. So unfortunately, cats and I cannot be friends because I will die. It's kind of sad, but like, that's life. Yay. Cats did not choose violence, I did not choose violence. The genes decided that, you know, you and cats, you will not be friends. It's unfortunate, but as the French say, c'est la vie. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Kind of, you know, hard to say favorite YouTuber, but I'll give you guys the YouTuber that kind of inspired me to start YouTube. And I still watch his content to this day. So maybe that counts as favorite, right? Does that count as favorite? I didn't tell you guys who got me to start YouTube. Maybe not an alpha though, maybe just normal. Cats choose deadly clinginess, yeah, exactly. They hug me, I die. But at least I die hugged by a soft cat. What am I saying? What am I speaking even? Let's see, we need a baby Cleffa. Also consider how the vocal majority say the games are easy, likely yeah, it's like, yes, this is a game series you've played for the past 2 decades. You know all of the type advantages, and then you're having an easy time with it. It's like, I wonder why that is. It's almost like you're really good at the game. Hence, it appears easy to you. Okay. I still need the Sandile. Can your mom in Sword and Shield become champion? She has stupid. Wait, I already did that video. I might do a Can your mom become champion in Sword and Shield? Where because she has, I think, like 2 Pokemon. I know she has the little Squavit at home. And then because she gives it sandwiches, it means it would have max friendship. So it's just a Squavit with max friendship and then like 1 other random Pokemon on the team. So see, just to kind of show off how broken the friendship mechanic can be. Gotta have some sympathy for the NPCs in the game who's like, I only use normal Pokemon because it's easy to remember the type matchups. Yeah. Yeah, there was a guy that had that type of quest here. I think that's who you're referencing. Yeah, Kalos has a lot of shinies. It attracts all the shinies. I just wanted to attract an Alpha Shuppet because I do need one of those. And then the Red Flower Floette. I have so much of the Red Flower Floette. Oh, hi Shuppet, you're still trying to kill me. This is like the most common Floette. I kind of wish I'd see some other Floettes, to be honest. So who's my favorite YouTuber? So the guy who kind of inspired me to start YouTube. I watched him back when he started. I'll just say the channel name. It's Wheezy Waiter. He's just he made a movie recently. And that's kind of what inspired the whole storytelling thing too. Like I really enjoyed. He would make like a little series with his friends. And I was like, that's kind of cool. It's like a web series on YouTube. I like this. And now I have a web series on YouTube. They're kind of inspired by that. I don't know if necessarily favorite, but very much a big inspiration. Normal type trainer? Larry? Larry? Will ZA have a new woolly Pokemon as story, Vasko? I don't know if there will be a story in ZA, to be honest. I don't know if I can do more of the voice runs at the moment, just financially. I cannot afford to do more. But I already have the Mareep sprites, so I don't know, maybe Shocky Sheep will return for like a trial video, and then if it goes well, I'll do more. To be frank, I'm not too sure what to tell you here. Because I like the story writing, but like it doesn't perform well at the platform at the moment, so it's just kind of I'm scared to commit because it might end up like making me having to quit YouTube altogether if it doesn't work. Do I have the big seahorse? My cat's coming. No, no cat for me. Okay, I don't have the big seahorse. Can I sneak on the big seahorse? And in case I can't, can I kill the big seahorse before it kills me? And also Mr. Shocky Sheep can now Mega Evolve. So that could be like a... But then I'd need to commission sprites for like Ampharos and Flappy as well. But again, if it's like a one-time, like with the Meowth, it's not that bad. And I'll have to see. Mega Heracross. Not Mega, but you know, Alpha. I'm already close to death though, so this is kind of pushing it a little bit, but you have a shiny. I think everyone has a shiny Shaki sheet as long as you did that side quest. So let me get to the right ball. What about a Riolu? Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, maybe. And it's more humanoid, like the Meowth, so it could be more expressive. Because that's one of the things I really like about the Meowth, is that it's much more expressive than the Duelist Sheeps. Because you got arms that can move around, so I'll think about it. You know, the rule of old school animation, get assets as long as you can reuse them. Yeah. Yeah, because it's expensive to get more assets. But yeah, I don't know. I'll consider it. But at the moment, there's no plans for voiced ZA stuff. I might later on, but right now. Could also do Spinarak. Yeah, but then people with arachnophobia wouldn't watch. So. What's your least favorite Pokemon? Incineroar. Landorus. Incineroar. Can also do, yeah, okay, Papa. Doesn't really matter for this live stream, but your game audio is rather off sync. People keep telling me that when I do the playback on my side, it tells me it's synced. But then for the live stream, it's not synced, and I don't understand what the issue is. So I'm not sure how to fix it. Maybe I'll try to do some unlisted streams. I'll put it on my to-do. Like, try out some unlisted streams, see if I can fix this audio situation, because I can imagine it being annoying. Thank you for sticking around despite the audio being decent. No idea why it's happening. Someone who doesn't play competitive, it's a very competitive. Well, it's because you know, you go online, you just want to play for fun, you want to do an online battle for fun, and then Incineroar, and I'm like, Intimidate, swap out, Darkest. I'm like, no, the fun is gone. He killed the fun. He killed it. He body slammed the fun into oblivion. Why did you start the Connects Become Champion story? I just wanted to add some more variety to the storytelling, so it's not just, hi guys, I did another character run. Welcome to character run 589. Woo! Just like, okay. Finally wrote credits last night after 48 hours. Gonna try to get the shiny charm now. Good luck. Shiny charm took me about 70 hours to get. It's a lot of work to unlock the shiny charm, but best of luck with it. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. Maybe an alpha sword? A shiny Ekans? Consider competitive Milotic or insert other Incineroar counter. I could consider, but I don't want to consider. Do a playthrough of Sabrina. Oh, I could, yeah. Oh, was that all the questions? I think that might have been all the questions. Let me open up the thing to see. But I think we might have gone through all the questions, gamers. No, there were some other questions. Okay. Let's see. Let me delete all these other ones because we've already answered them. Okay, we have 10 questions to go, and I don't know how much more stream time I have left, but I'm gonna try to get through all of them. The sword is nighttime only. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the... Is the code broken now? Does it not like the next question? It might just not like the format of the next question. Let me... basically, And the next question is, do you have any other Wooloo merch other than the 1 cup? So for those who don't know, I got a Wooloo cup, a Wooloo mug, for my birthday last year from my brother. And I do not have any other Wooloo merch. There was a Wooloo purse that I was like, this is really cute. If I ever get a girlfriend again one day and she happens to like Pokemon, I would love to get her the Wooloo purse. Unfortunately, the Wooloo purse is not for me, so I do not have any other Wooloo merch. Alpha. Oh, I don't have an alpha of any of these guys. Oh, I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place right now. Get them. The Bayleaf works just fine. I should probably move out of the way before you kill me. Let's put them in the box where they belong. My cat says hi. Hi, cat. Hope you're doing good. Just don't touch me, cause I'm allergic. Do a quick fire. Yeah. What's your favorite and least favorite new mega? Kind of talked about the megas already. Why haven't you done challenge runs in other games? I'm considering it. I might actually try it, but like, for example, Persona games take a really long time to beat. I might try to do sort of Convaleria or Fire Emblem and see how those go. So maybe one of those will happen as a video. So we'll see. We'll see how those go. What else do I want to catch? Oh, we need Dratinis, we need Electros, little Trubbish, all the flowers, Pichu, ice cream cone. That's why I keep circling back here. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any suggestions for what games you'd like to see. There's like character runs. Let me know. I'm open to trying. The reason I bring up sort of Convaleria, I know not many people watch those videos anyways. That's why I kind of haven't done it. But I kind of want to try. It's because it's quick. Alpha Wooloo. It's not Wooloo. It's a Mareep. I know. They're the same in my heart. Okay, one of them just electric type. Shame side order didn't have as much replay value. Yeah, as the chip runs were fun, but like you can only do like so many of those. Like it's very, very limited in what you could do with them. From your series Can X Become Champion, which character do you have the most fun doing, and which characters gave you a Psyduck headache? I'm just gonna say the most recent one, the Pia run that I'm currently recording, is the most fun and also gave me the most headache, because how the heck do you beat fire with grass? And we figured it out, and that was such a moment of like, achieving that felt better than getting my master's degree. Like getting a master's degree was easier than beating Cabo with a grass type team. Maybe I don't have my priorities straight, but it's been both the most challenging and most enjoyable run I've done, which is the Pia run. Which I honestly didn't expect, as I was like, I was just a random side character. And also, I'm glad people show up for the streams and you guys enjoy it. Like, I don't know, kind of gives me hope for the world. It's like, oh, just because it's a side character doesn't mean that people don't care. It also gave me a Psyduck headache, but... if you were a gym leader, what type would you be? Grass. I like grass types a lot. My ace Pokemon would be a Bayleaf with an EVO life. Even if I'm gym number 8, you're gonna roll up to my gym, you're gonna be like, why does this last gym leader not have a fully evolved Bayleaf? What the heck? What's wrong? Do you watch anime? Yes, I watch a lot of anime. Would you rather try a shiny hunt only challenge or a one move per Pokemon challenge? Ooh, I think shiny hunt challenge would be fun. The only downside is it would take a really long time. but I might do the Sonia run because she has a shiny Serena. So the Sonia run might start out with shiny hunting and then proceed to be a normal run. Or it could just be like, I can only use shinies on her team kind of thing. I don't know, TBD. Look at the title and clicks to find out who's Pia. Exactly. Literally living his dream right now, I suppose. Have you seen Spy Family? Yes. Great anime. What's your favorite Pokemon game? And if... Oh, wait, we already talked about it. I already answered this question. What's your thought process for outlining and lighting the plots of It's Always Wondered How You Manage to Strike a Balance? It's a lot of outline, I put images down on a board, and I try to like piece them together and write out bullet points to kind of make it all work. So it's a lot of planning before I even start the writing, just to make sure that the story is coherent. That being said, I kind of struggled to do the big writing for Season 2 because there were too many characters, and I don't know how to handle that. I genuinely don't know how to handle that. That's just lack of writing skill. I think I just keep writing and one day I'll figure it out. Because, you know, as you learn as you go, you try things out, they don't work out, you try something else. But yeah, it's a lot of that one guy that has like a cork board connecting a bunch of different images and like making a weird that's me when writing. Surveys in the description, you can find it, but I won't have time to add any more of the questions into this because I'm almost done with stream. But if you want to fill it out, I very much appreciate it. Should be in the description of this video. I also posted it in the little community tab. I do one of these every year just to kind of, you know, see how the audience has changed, see what people like, maybe get some ideas for a new video. What's your favorite color? Green. I also like blue. I also like yellow. But if you fuse blue and yellow, you get green! Woo! That was the most non-answer I've given to this survey. And just wait until Pia has to face Neon, right? I'm not looking forward to that. Do you have any pets? Yes, so I have a bearded dragon named Waddles. He's a cool little guy. I want to look at the Skarmory, but I don't even see the Skarmory. I just see death approaching me. And it's because I'm allergic to cats and dogs, so we have a lizard. And my science teacher in middle school, she had bearded dragons. And my brother went to the same middle school and had the same teacher, and he saw that she had bearded dragons, and he really liked the bearded dragons, so he was like, "Can we get a bearded dragon?" And we're like, "Yeah." And Waddles is just chilling now. I mean, it's getting into the colder months, so he doesn't do much because it's cold, and lizards tend to not do much in the winter. I think I already have Houndour? I think already, I'm gonna check. I wish I could still look at my boxes while I was being chased to death by this Pokemon. Yeah, I have both. Okay. I mean, he's a reptile, chilling is kind of, yeah, they're very chill pets. And yeah, that's all the questions I had, unless there's like new questions added, but let me check real quick. I'll check real quick. I wish Google didn't make it extremely hard to access the forms part of Okay, well there were like 6 more submissions since I last opened this. And let's see if there's any new question. Okay, there's like 5 new questions. Gonna put them in the survey form, and hopefully, I mean, if you guys hear the garage door open, that's my time to go. So it'll be a very abrupt ending, but we'll push our luck. Okay, so thank you. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, and now if I click next question, they should show up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I coded this. I should have done the extra layer of coding where it downloads the file and then adds the new questions, but that's too much extra coding. I like code. Coding's fun. You plan on doing a run through ZA as someone that is in that game? Yes. I am currently recording a Corbeau run because I think everyone liked Corbeau. I liked Corbeau. So there's the Corbeau run that's gonna be happening, and then we'll go from there. Thank you, Nigel. I appreciate it. Hey, love your channel. Your story-based playthroughs could definitely your YouTube niche. Thank you. You should look at some of the ROM hacks too. Not sure if you can stream those. I'm not sure either about the ROM hacks. That's why I haven't really done anything. What was your very first shiny? Already talked about this. It didn't take long because it was at the start of the game and I couldn't even catch it. I think this is the mole. We need Sandile. We need Sandile to be alpha or a Gibble. But I'm not seeing alpha Sandile or alpha Gibble. Wait, are you Sand? Nope, you're Crocorock. Do you ever plan on getting married and have kids? Unfortunately, that does not depend on me alone. It takes two to tango. If you would ask me, would I get married and have kids? Absolutely. Will I find someone to get married to and have kids? I don't know. My hopes are not high at this point. I've seen several ladies that look very attractive, but I haven't. I'm too shy to talk to them, or maybe they're just not interested in me, or I don't know. Oh, relationships hard. Can't it just be like you look at someone, they look good, you go, hey, you look good, and they're like, thanks, you look good too. Let's date, see if we're like a good match for each other, and then get married. And like, why does it gotta be extra complicated? It's extra complicated, unfortunately. So, there was this one lady I kind of liked over the summer, but it turns out she has a boyfriend. So, ripped that plan. And then on my flight back, I sat next to a really cute girl on the airplane, but I didn't want to disturb her, so I didn't talk to her at all, and then I missed my chance to talk to her. The other day I went to the store, and there was a really pretty girl at the store, but I didn't talk to her because I don't want to disturb her. So you know, I think maybe I have social anxiety, and maybe that's getting in the way. Maybe, just a tiny amount of maybe. That maybe. Just maybe. Perhaps I am my own biggest enemy. But yes, I would like to get married and have kids. Yeah, etiquette is hard. It's like, am I gonna get canceled? Or am I gonna get a partner in life? And it is confusing. I just kind of wish like it was reciprocal. Like it's not awkward to like look at a person and then both of you signal, hey, come talk to me. It's okay to talk to me. Like I think we just need a code where it's like, hey, I have acknowledged you. You've acknowledged me. It is okay to come talk. Like we just need a signal. We just need some sort of signal to be like, yes, it's okay to approach. It's okay to talk. Super. Technically I already have the Onyx too, so I don't know why I looked in that hole. This is gonna make it harder to leave. Oh well, I'll just run through the middle. Modern dating can be a... yeah. Can you make one more video on Paldea titled "Can Ash Become Champion"? Why does everyone want to see Ash? What's this obsession with Ash? Just genuine question. Like, I don't. He's not even the main character anymore. He got fired. I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of doing the anime runs. I feel like other people have already done anime character runs, and I personally enjoy doing the stuff that's already like within the game. I feel like there's plenty of that. Maybe one day I'll crack and be like, fine, I'll do the run you guys always wanted. Can Ash become champion? One day maybe happen, maybe. Don't hold your breath, but maybe. Yeah, like Keegan J. I'm pretty sure Keegan J has done a Could Ash Become Champion video. Thought it was a girl because of the avatar. Yeah, sadly the Inkling hair looks really bad for the guy Inklings. So I went with the girl Inkling hair. People think I'm a girl, but I'm not. Will you ever do runs as newer characters in older games or older characters in newer games? Yes, in fact. This might be on a second channel kind of stuff, but I do have a, like, can Steven Stone become champion in Sword and Shield? And then I'm also planning on doing a Diantha run there. Ooh, Big Bunny. I think I already have him, but just in case. You have long hair? No, actually, I don't. But yeah, like as long as their teams are available in the different games, because that's the main challenge, right? It's like, well, I want to do a run as Steven, but like there's no Beldum in the game, so like how do you can't do a Steven run without a Beldum? Like that's just illegal. Face reveal? No, I don't think I will. But yeah, I might do some of those runs. What is the hardest gym battle in Pokemon Scarlet Violet? Iono by a long shot. She knows what she's doing. 500k, sure. We all know I don't have a face, exactly. And that's all the questions, it seems. Yeah, but Misty in the original game character and my version of Misty is definitely not the anime Misty. Yeah, I kind of didn't want to do the anime. Just because I like to keep it like within the game world. Because maybe some people haven't seen the anime. Well, just sticking to the video game Misty was a bit of a challenge because like she doesn't have any character within the video game. It's literally like, hi, I'm strong. That's it. What's your favorite Pokemon? It's Bayleaf. I don't know. I've thought about face reveal stuff, but at the moment I'm good. Maybe one day I'll do it. If I do a travel channel, I might do a face review. It'll just make sense in that context. But other than that, I think that's all the questions we had. If you guys have any other questions, ask them right now. Now's your last chance. Ask the question right now. In this very chat, this moment, because otherwise I'm about to hop off. But it's been a fun 8 years. It doesn't even feel like it's been 8 years. That's the worst part. Like I blinked and it's like, oh, it's already been 8 years. It feels like I started a year or two ago, realistically. Like time really does fly. But I'm glad people enjoy the content. I'm glad there's people who come to hang out on streams. I don't know. I'm grateful. When face reveal, how many subs? No, I don't play those games. Because then it's just like, oh, people are just subscribing to see what I look like, not really to watch the videos. And maybe some of them stick to watch the videos, but then I'm like trying to entice them by... It's not really the quality of the videos themselves. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. 8 years, right? It's almost been 3,000. What am I, AZ? Come on, I'm not that old. Almost though. I just found out the ordinary trainers in ZA can switch out Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, there's the Shuppet. There's the Shuppet I've been looking for. He's not shiny, but he's alpha. What do you think my look when I have a battle someday? I want to show you my skills. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of want to do a Lily run. I was tempted to do a Lily run in not Sword and Shield, in the Let's Go games. Just target. I hate the targeting system here because it's like I wanna target the Pokemon, but it targets other stuff. It's a bit of a struggle. We're struggling out here, gamers. There was a question about Wooloo March. Yeah, you missed it. I said I don't have any other Wooloo March, but there is a Wooloo purse that if I ever get a significant other again, I would like to get the Wooloo purse for her. But I don't actually have the Wooloo purse. It's just a Wooloo mug. Face reveal and it's just AZ standing. Yup. That gives me an idea. Oh no. Yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about on this stream. We've covered all the questions. We've caught several shinies. Oh, I did need the big bunny. I did need the big bunny. But yeah, just thank you guys for being here. It's been a struggle but a fun struggle of an 8 years. And the struggle is mostly because of YouTube algorithm stuff and not because content. Yeah, here's to another year. Maybe if I make it to 10 years, I'll do a face review. I'll be too tired to do all these faceless videos because if you put your face in a video, it makes it so much easier to edit. So I have considered it in terms of, well, it's easier to edit. So maybe I'll get lazy enough and by the time I make it to 10 years on YouTube, I'll be like, here's my face. I'm entering the lazy era. The lazy era. Lazy games, they call me now. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for filling out the survey. I don't know, just a lot of thanks. It's not even Thanksgiving yet, but you know, thanks. I got a lot of videos on ZA coming up. I'm gonna go through the survey and all the answers and kind of just get a general idea of, you know, what people want, what suggestions they have. I might make a couple of videos from the suggested videos. Yeah, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween. This was the treat for you gamers. There's no trick to it. It's just a treat. I hope it was a treat rather than a trick. But yeah, and then I'll have a video either later tonight or tomorrow about the best side quest in Legends ZA. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll see you guys next week. We're gonna continue the pier run. We're finished with the Kabu section, so hopefully it'll be easier. That's the garage, so it's time for me to go. Bye, game.